from Atlanta, Fulton County.
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
Purple color I see. Then you maintain the status.
December 7th, 19...
I'm gonna question a psychopath.
The Orby has nothing to fear.
I got me.
Crazy and it's so obscene. You gotta know where to hide in the big machine. Say it sounds like TV on the radio, so push that sound. I wanna hear it in stereo. Do what you want, it's the will of the people. Nothing holds you back on that online radio. Ain't no love tonight in this city. And here
all right, we're here.
Yeah.
Watching Superman.
My mind goes off on a tangent when I hear that song. Things happen.
You just fucking, you do that like grunge, you do mosh in your head.
It's more like when my mind, like what I'm dealing with in my life and stuff, you know?
Hey, it's the time.
It gets me primed.
It's like doing karaoke, but like before a podcast. Get to do mental karaoke.
Exactly.
Welcome in, everybody. I am Keith Pazel. This is my podcast.
And I'm Adam Crocious.
Coming to you live to tape from the Desilu Studios here in beautiful West Hollywood, California. No, we're not in West Hollywood. We're in real LA.
Absolutely. We're right near MacArthur Park.
Hell yeah. We can buy heroin right now. I could pause and buy heroin.
Yeah, we could. We could probably score it, maybe be back in 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could. It would take me a while because I'm not acclimated to the area.
Yeah.
But you know, after that,
yeah,
we'd be flying.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, we'd be living in that bathroom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do it out here. That would definitely be the scenario.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
Well,
that gives the indication the neighborhood. We're on Wilshire Boulevard, right near the Hayworth Theater, which is a very hipster room
owned by Genji Cohan.
You know, the
of Orange is the New Black Femme.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I mean, it's why it's not out of business yet, I feel like, because a very rich, successful person owns it.
Yeah. They're going to weather the storm.
Oh, yeah. They're going to put with that weeds money, man. They're going to do it with that weeds money.
Oh,
we're here watching Justice League.
Oh, my Lord. I'm sorry. It's like holy. I mean, she's
attractive.
Oh my Lord!
You go back to like 90s, like it's the chivalry dies. She's so attractive.
Well, she's amazing. You know.
Well, that's why they got her.
Well, yeah, obviously. I know this is
why she got the role.
Obvious. You know. Yes, I'm blowing up things. Oh, school kids.
That looks like cocaine. That's like a cocaine bomb.
He's a decent. He's a nose issue, you know. It's like he's one of those like British toughs. He hung out with the Crays. This guy, you know.
Yeah, he looks like an '80s mod. She's coming in to foil their fucking Blue Monday.
The Cray. Do you know much
about?
I don't
like Blue Mondays. Yeah. The '80s were the era where people sung like this.
Whose voice is that?
That's like the fucking like that soft like.
Oh, even the singers.
New edition, Blue Oyster.
New order. Hey, man, I have New Order on my Pandora. That dates me. I realize that. That's Joy Division. You're doing Joy Division. You know, that's what you're doing. Love will tear us apart again. He committed suicide.
Yeah, they all do. When you sing like that, you have to.
You know, I mean, it was a good era of music, my friend.
I'm not hating on it completely. I agree with you on that. But welcome into the show. That you know what it is. We watch TV, we talk, we make fun of it, and we make fun of the world and each other.
Talk about things, you know.
And around. We're all about the cord. We do not want people cutting the cord.
Exactly.
It has kind of flipped though with the price of these fucking apps.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, if people were complaining in the past because they're like, my cable bill's like $150.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I don't watch any of the channels. I'll just buy the streaming. But that was when Hulu and Netflix existed.
And that was it.
And that was it. And now you have all Apple Premium, Paramount Plus, Discovery's got their own little network of things now. And those used to be individual. because you had like Bravo. Like Discovery owns like the Bravo network, TLC, ID, the investigation channel that we watch so much.
It's the
and now it's just all Discovery Plus, where they each had their own little premium package. And then you have HBO Max. You have fucking Amazon. You have fucking on top of Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is, again, to me,
Shudder, little niche ones like a horror streaming service. Well, you get, if you want all of those, you're well over $300. You might as well just get cable again, because you can get all that shit on demand. Most of the stuff on Hulu and Netflix is on demand on cable.
It is, again, the tyranny of choice. It is a tyranny of choice. It creates anxiety.
Sounds like the name of a fucking Broadway play.
No, it was a book. It's a book I read. The Tyranny of Choice. It's like, this idea that freedom is somehow synonymous with just having as many choices as possible.
It's the idea that freedom is what? Free. And it's not.
Yeah.
It costs $14.99 a month.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the biggest cons of all they've been able to pull.
I've always said it costs...
I'm free.
It costs $5 to walk out of your front door in the United States of America.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just do it
comfortably.
Yeah.
That's a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
That's your. That is. I forgot to make coffee because I woke up late and I need a pick me up. $5.
Yeah.
And if you're nice, a couple bucks for the homeless person pitched up outside, because it's happening. They're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
It is. Yeah. Whereas like in New York or out here in LA, I feel like you leave the door, it's like, it could be $20,
$8.50.
It could be. It could be a couple thousand. I mean,
sometimes I think people overplay like the expense of LA. Like, how much does it cost to live there?
Yeah.
It's like not that much more than Chicago,
except for housing. Housing is expensive.
What we're paying for this studio, you could get a multi-room apartment for.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, the cost of housing is much more expensive here, and the quality is lower.
Oh yeah, you could tell people shot heroin in this apartment. There's, like I've said, there's like World War II stank in these walls.
Yeah, some things happened here. Some dark. If these walls could talk,
something happened after Kennedy was assassinated here in this fucking room.
Possibly.
I don't know what. I'm not going to speculate. In fact, take that back. I'd love to speculate. I'm not going to confirm anything, but there might be some of these paint chips might be from bullets.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
this
maybe.
seems like somewhere where there was some sort of speed on a switchblade and someone took a fucking snort.
Yeah.
Fucking threw that switchblade, and then the switchblade went into someone's neck, and then he fired off randomly.
Yeah,
because when you're tuned up and you get hit with a switchblade, you fire your gun off.
Because they've rehabbed this. This is a nice place. I like your place.
Look how good Momoa looks. He's the Gal Gadot of dudes. Looks like Roman Reigns out there, about to win the WWE title out there in the fucking ocean.
But no, it is. They've rehabbed your building. It's nice, but I could probably at one time, like 30 years
Northridge,
ago,
everything had to be rehabbed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's the fucking alt girl comic fucking segue. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know?
No, I don't actually. What is Jeremy Irons? Is he playing Alfred? God.
He's kind of perfect for it.
It makes sense. Yeah, he's well cast,
Because in the comic books, Alfred is like a well-trained Marine. Irons
he's just
is
an older guy,
that.
but he's exactly. Irons, what movies he was in that I remember him?
Isn't he in Die Hard?
Well, he's in Die Hard 3. But before that,
Die Hard with Irons.
He was in Dead Ringers, which was a Cronenberg movie where he played OBGYN.
The only thing about Ringers I know is the fucking Johnny Knoxville movie where he's a retard in the special. He's a normal guy that pretends to be a retarded guy.
And
in fact, speaking of that, this is for Bobby Buds. Why did this go back? Never mind. We'll go. God damn. So, talk about Dead Ringers. Well, and then I'll talk about the Johnny Knoxville movie where he plays a mentally challenged human being, and then we'll go into something for Bobby Buds.
That's okay, man. Absolutely. But Jeremy Irons, again, I think of the movies that he was in where he was big. Was it Dead Ringers? But God, there was other. What's he known for before that?
Let's look it up.
In the early 90s, because he had a lot. He had a string there. He was definitely a leading man. He had that potential in him. Not necessarily a truly sustained leading man.
I think we should say more than potential. Let's be a little more kinder to the Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, what did I know him for?
Going to his Wikipedia right now.
Yeah, what's he most famous for? Because again, he did Die Hard 3 because he was cashing in on having some success the previous 2
He looked
2,
like
3.
shit in the 90s.
But he was like, kind of.
He's He's in the Labor Party. He voted for Tony Blair. Is that bad?
Tony Blair was the Bill Clinton of England.
There we go.
Got
his fucking little thingy sucked off.
Well, no, it wasn't the sex thing. It just his sort of politics, the third way, if you will. That's what he was trying to show.
He was the asshole of presidents?
Not the third input. I said the third way, meaning it wasn't just sort of liberal or conservative.
So let's run down.
between.
Okay, that's the theater. So film. Film, 1980.
Yeah.
He didn't do a lot of movies. Okay.
But yeah,
let's go to the big TB here.
Yeah, what's his
So we have Nijinsky.
Oh, that makes sense.
1980.
Yep. Yeah. Would be a very intense role.
The French Lieutenant's Woman.
Oh,
which
yeah.
sounds like a fucking Family Guy sketch.
That was Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep was the opposite of him in that. So, yep, that makes sense. What kind of French Lieutenant's Woman? Wow.
Moonlighting. He was in Moonlighting.
He was in Moonlighting? Oh, the TV show?
The movie.
Or Moonlight?
Moonlightning? No, Moonlighting.
Moonlighting?
That's a British drama. These are British movies. Betrayal, The Wild Duck. We're in 84 here.
Well, I don't know.
Swan in Love, The Mission, Dead Ringers. Dead Ringers is like the first one.
That's what I remember from The Mission, where
Father Gabriel.
Yeah, he and De Niro are missionaries.
Any chance Hollywood gets to want to go to South America, they'll fucking do it.
Yeah. It's actually I liked it. It's a pretty good movie. It's about whatever. I don't want to give it away, but I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna try something here real quick. Let's see what this. Hold on.
Anywhere. Dad, that's not the time.
Is that Billy Crudup?
That's not true. Let's go, Alan. I want you to make your own.
I got the effects on.
So that's Billy Crudup, right? Is that
yeah.
It's like my age.
Of Big Blue Dick fame from fucking.
Well, he's also in Almost Famous.
Yeah.
He's the guitar. He's Russell. There we go.
I got the sound effects on for the commercials.
So again, what other movies was he in, if you don't mind asking?
So after The Mission, we have Dead Ringers, A Chorus of Disapproval.
Okay, yep.
Australia. It's the fifth time this week I've seen the movie Australia.
Yeah.
Being brought up.
Yeah, interesting.
That is fucking interesting.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Danny, the Champion of the World.
No.
Co-starring with his son Samuel Irons. God. That means they let him make that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
His fucking stupid son, isn't it? Kafka, The Beggar's Opera. That's 91. Reversal of Fortune.
Oh yeah, that's where he played Klaus Van Bülow opposite of Glenn Close.
Yep. The Timekeeper. Waterland.
Oh yeah, Waterland. I don't.
It's a British mystery.
Nah, I don't know.
Damage. M. Butterfly.
Oh, M. Butterfly. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The House of Spirits. Spaceship Earth 94. So The Lion King, I think, is his big thing.
Wow, he was in The Lion King.
Yeah, but I think that was them being like, we're getting theater great. Fucking Jeremy Irons.
Oh yeah, no, he's a respected actor without a doubt.
Chinese Box. It's a movie about a pussy.
I was going to say, is that
Lolita?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he played Humper and Humper. He played the lead.
The Man in the Iron Mask. He was the Man in the Iron Mask.
That was DiCaprio's follow up to Titanic.
And then now we're in like the 2000s. Kingdom of Heaven. Fucking. Kingdom of Heaven is in the era where Ridley Scott had refused to do sci-fi movies. Those movies that made me all my money and got me the most made me the most popular person ever. I'm just not gonna do those anymore.
Yeah,
that's like Hollywood stuck-uppery that makes people turn off. Like do 8 Alien movies. Who the fuck are you kidding?
Well, it's gluttonous.
Because now he's doing it again. He'd made these bullshit Kingdom of Heaven movies, and then he's like, all right, I'll fucking do prequels to Alien. And they're good. You ever see Prometheus?
I saw Prometheus. It was okay. But Alien is still aged very well.
It's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, Alien is aged well. I saw it recently again. I'm like, it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. It's so tense. I saw Aliens and it's aged.
All right.
poorly.
So I brought something up because you brought up Dead Ringers, and I was like, the only thing I know is Johnny Knoxville's The Ringer. So Johnny Knoxville plays a normal guy who goes to the Special Olympics, and he pretends to be retarded, but he's like sick because he's like not retarded. So he's a sick ass athlete. And this is this is what happens.
God, that's such a an asshole.
Well, no, this isn't. So I spaced out. I'm stoned. So in theme of that, Bobby Buds on their on Todd Massey and Bobby Buds podcast, Hillary from Chicago, they wanted to show this scene. Do you know who Shia LaBeouf is?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. This is only good because Shia LaBeouf went on to be, kind of a huge piece of shit.
Absolutely, yes.
So in, I think early 2000s, he was in this movie called True Confessions on the Disney Channel, where he plays a retarded person.
God, that still
the big
existed.
thing, yeah.
It still existed. I feel like Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man was the guy who kind of first did that.
And then My Left Foot, but he's physically disabled in My Left Foot.
But yeah, those, and then it was everyone. Sean Penn did one like that. I think Winona Ryder
was retarded.
Threw her hat in the ring too.
We have Gump.
Gump was in there too.
Gump is the most popular one.
That still had legs. You could probably still do it now. Could you do it now?
They still do it now. Now they just have like quirky-ish people to play them.
Oh, okay.
Now we've made enough progress to where people that have real disabilities got talent out there. We're raising stars.
So again,
we're raising lopsided stars.
So this is Shia LaBeouf, right?
Shia LaBeouf, and he's flying a kite. He's flying.
That's me butchering his name.
Shia LaBeouf from New Orleans. Exactly. So this is for Bobby Buds.
Sure. I want to see it too. I've never seen it. I'm looking forward to it.
The kite, stay up! On! Kite, stay up!
You can't fly the kite.
Kite, stay up!
Eddie, maybe there just isn't enough wind.
So the plot of the movie is, this is all coming back to me. Her name is Trudy. They call her True, and she makes like little home movies.
Yeah.
And he's a special guy, Shia LaBeouf. His name's Eddie, I think. That's what you name a small dog.
Exactly.
And she has to like help him out the whole movie. And she's like, I think they go to like a private school, so she's trying to like develop friends at this new school while also defending her special little brother.
Who wrote this, man?
I don't know, but this is a Disney movie.
Absolutely. This was fun. This is a budget,
True, it's not the wind's fault. I'm stupid. Must be retarded. True.
I don't think this has ever happened to a physically, mentally disabled person. Mentally disabled people are tough mentally.
Yeah.
My cousin's mentally disabled, and he's like a sassy, hilarious. He calls my dad fat and shit. So that was that. That was for you, Bobby.
By the way, that was an amazing scene. That was amazing. That was long-winded.
That's good. Well acted for Disney, too.
Hey, absolutely.
But the whole point of that is he called the kite retarded.
Exactly. He called the kite. I'm like, what? We called it. I know that's a good line. It's a good line, man. But yeah, so that ties into, there's been some news stories, right?
But I can't put it all together.
Not yet.
Is that Joe Morton?
If we had to change engines?
So you can do to someone else.
I always say that. Again, that's a classic thing I do where I think it's an actor that's more famous than who it really is. I thought that was, this is not Joe Morton, right?
I think the change engine can
I don't know who that is.
Get it powered up.
He was in,
but it's definitely Cyborg's dad.
He was in Terminator 2. He's the African-American guy in Terminator 2 who blows the building up.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It is him.
Let's see.
It's him.
You are not a monster.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of John Sayles movies.
John Sayles, didn't he make Last Man Out, Last 8 Out, or something like that?
8 Men Out. Brother from
the Black
Planet.
Sox movie, the African American Sox.
Yep.
I wasn't about to. I couldn't bear to lose my son.
But you did.
But you did. I'm gay, Dad.
Dad, I'm really into other male robots. I want to have sex with other male robots.
I want to grease up their creases.
Still flesh women, but I want male robots. That's my sexual identity. You know,
it doesn't.
Aren't there people? I mean, like the whole explain.
It is Joe Morton.
I thought so. I was right on this one. Usually I'm wrong.
Since we got visitors from Krypton,
I get 1 in 10
we're
right.
We're good with the obscure wrongs. Alicia O'Leary pointed out that that we always get it wrong. Even when we're alone, when I'm with her, I'm always like, that's this person. And she's like, you and Adam are both so bad at guessing actors and actresses. But then there's ones where like it's actors and actresses that she's never heard of, and I fucking nail them. Where I'll be like, I've seen that person, and I'll be like, that's the fucking snowboarder from Out Cold.
Absolutely, I get that too. Absolutely. I was able to do that a lot when I was young. Now, I mean, I don't watch movies like I used to. I just don't watch them. So I'm not aware. I feel like actors now, I mean, there's obviously your pinnacles, but it seems like there's just always new ones being thrown at you every single year, you know? And it's like, they're just, what's going to stick against the wall?
That's an interesting point. When you were younger, not younger, but like back, let's say in the 80s and 90s, how many movies do you think came out a year?
That's a good question. I used to go see them all in the summer.
I'm going to say there was one big movie a month.
Oh, no.
Less. That's why the seasonal movies mattered. Like, that's why the summer mattered, because you knew, like, in the summer, the big movies are going to come out. And then there ain't going to be shit until Christmas.
Yeah, basically, in the summer, every weekend would be a new release. So, like, those 12 weeks. And then they started pushing it earlier. Like, it was like, all of a sudden, the summer release became April, you know? and it went to, like, October or something, you know? So, but you're right, like, seasonal release. Yeah. And then Christmas was a big time, too. Because, again, as a kid, you'd go to movies. You know, so I'd say they must make a lot more movies now, but I don't know. Maybe they made I bet you they made maybe 100 movies a year back then. I mean, most of them would bomb. But I got a feeling, obviously not now, but, you know, in production, they must have more than 100 movies being made at any given time now. You know? Yeah,
I'm trying to find a more narrowed down.
Is this turning into like Hellraiser? Is this Orb Cube turning into something?
So we're in Justice League still, to let the people at home know. And they found a mother box, which is all these things. This is Steppenwolf. These are all heralds of a gentleman named not Apocalypse. That's an X-Men guy, but it's a Darkseid, who is the head bitch of this planet called Apocalypse, and he's basically like death incarnate, death in human form, and he wields this thing called the fucking the anti-life equation, which basically fucking makes everybody his slave, puts everybody, like, basically makes Earth hell on Earth, where everybody's his slave, and turns basically everybody into these little fly fucking demon creatures flying around. And the whole crux of his 3 Justice League movies were gonna be like, the end of this movie, you were gonna find out about Darkseid, and then 2 and 3, they were actually gonna fight Darkseid. But this movie did so poorly, it never they never fucked with it. So now in the Snyder Cut, which is gonna be on HBO Max, it's going to be a 4-hour-long recut, like where they redid his footage, because they only used 10% of what Zack Snyder wanted to do.
10%?
10%.
Come on. Wait. Was the movie's going to be 24 hours long or something?
4 hours. It's going to be a 4-hour movie. First, they were going to do 4 one-hour parts, but then they're like, fuck it, we're going to release it as a 4-hour movie. They did reshoots. They added they basically did CGI. Because everybody was talking about this Snyder Cut. Because you know about the Richard Donner Superman cut.
Of course. Yeah.
So everybody was talking about, like, people got kind of bummed out, even though people hated what the movie got released as, and people didn't really like Man of Steel or any of the Snyder stuff leading up to it.
Yeah.
He had to leave because his daughter committed suicide.
Ugh.
And
Richard Lester did it, or
no. Zack Snyder. This is for Justice League.
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize.
They fired Donner because it was just going over budget, because he wanted to do this epic he basically wanted to film 2 movies at once, like Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
And they were like, no, release the first one, and we're going to hire the dude who did 3 Musketeers to finish this second one. And it's going to be tonally different, and it'll be successful but bad. Exactly. But what they did with Snyder is they were like, okay, your daughter committed suicide, so we're going to let you leave, and then we're going to hire the guy who did the Avengers movie to, like, basically refilm this movie. And they did reshoots, and Snyder saw it and was like, this is not my movie. Like, they used 10% of what I was going to have this movie be. So the fans, even though they didn't like it, were like, well, we would like Zack Snyder to get should let him make his movie. Like, it's his daughter killed herself.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's not like
rough.
It's not like you're not letting him make it because, like, you should have just delayed production and let him finish it. Like, people were like, even if it's going to be bad, it's fucked up that you didn't let him finish his fucking movie. So the Snyder Cut, hashtag Snyder Cut, just existed on the internet. And then even people said, like, well, there isn't really a Snyder Cut because it's untreated footage. It's just actors in front of a green screen. Like, there's more into it than just like, oh, we'll put his footage into it and release his version.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a far-fetched thing. And then finally, when HBO Max came out, they were like, no, we're going to let them do it.
Okay.
So they gave him like 400 extra, not 400, I think it was like $90 million.
Wow.
They got the actors in to do reshoots, and they're going to do his big vision in 1 4-hour movie.
And you know someone who won't see that, Keith?
We're watching it on the show. We're doing a 4-hour podcast.
Exactly. I know one person who, despite all of your efforts, and you know something, Keith, you do a good job of breaking it down, and I appreciate that. I respect that you can break it down. So
I'm gonna basically run it down.
Don't give a shit.
We're in 1992, Crow. 1992 wide release films here.
Okay, absolutely.
This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I didn't.
There isn't a solid number, so this is January to March, and I'm just gonna rock through titles. Okay. Cuffs, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, Free Jack, Juice, Love Crimes, Hurricane Smith, Into the Sun, Shining Through, Voyager, Mississippi Masala, Final Analysis, Medicine Man, Great Mouse Detective, Wayne's World, Falling from Grace, Radio Flyer, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
That's a Stallone movie.
This Is My Life, the Mambo Kings. Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Yep.
For Richer or Poorer, not the Tim Allen version, which was made not long after in the late 90s. Gladiator, not the fucking not the fucking hair lip guy, not the fucking walk
Australian,
the line.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Blame
Russell
it on the
Crowe.
Bellboy. Blame it on the Bellboy.
Is Mr. Saturday Night on there too? A Billy Crystal movie from '92?
Probably.
So I mean,
The Lawnmower Man, which is a favorite of mine as a child. Meatballs 4.
Ooh, God, that's amazing. Because the original Meatballs did not warrant a
Corey Feldman, Jack Nance, Sarah Douglas, and actor that doesn't have a Wikipedia page, which is The Kiss of Death. We all know.
Wow.
What is his name here?
Yep,
Bo Jesse Christopher. Then you have Once Upon a Crime, Tiny Toons, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, which is a classic of my fucking childhood. We're waiting for the clock to strike 3. Wah, 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 wah. Do you know the plot of Tiny Toons?
No, I was 23 years. I was getting laid when this was going on.
Well, don't fucking lay that on me. I was 8 years old.
I know. I'm not trying. Yeah, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just
Younger.
saying this. I was thinking about different things, Keith.
So the plot of the whole show is they exist in this world called fucking Acme Acres, which is basically like the town that the Looney Tunes exist in, and it's the younger versions, not versions, but and they go to this place called Acme Luniversity, and all the like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are the teachers,
the professors there, yeah.
And the movie is about how they spent their summer vacation. And at the beginning of it, they sing the song, We're Waiting for the Clock to Strike 3. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg produced it, and that was the beginning of shows like that and Animaniacs and Batman the Animated Series, where they were like, look, we want kids to watch these shows, but we also know parents are watching them.
Yeah.
So we want these to be enjoyable for the parents.
Exactly.
So like Tiny Toons has hard like David Letterman, Roseanne references. Like I think I brought this up earlier, but there's this scene where Babs is walking through a Hollywood movie set, and there's fucking David Letterman banging his pencil on the desk with his huge cartoon teeth and doing like David Letterman. And then he goes, next on the show, Roseanne Barr. Yeah. And she sings the national anthem on a fucking high dive board.
Wow.
And then she high dives off the board and fucking like into a pool. And as a kid, I knew that was funny, but like that's also hilarious to an adult.
Absolutely. I mean, when she sang the national anthem, we've talked about it here before, that was a big, like a black mark on her. She didn't get canceled. She was going to get right wing canceled. That's what was going to happen to her. Instead, she got left wing canceled,
Allow us.
Oh, I won't cut into a fucking commercial. So we're American Me, Article 99, Howard's End. which is only a movie I've heard tell about. I've never seen it.
Oh yeah. This one was Merchant Iron movie.
My Cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah, that was Pesci.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking
Yep.
a Poise-track rear end. One of the last fucking Fred Gwynn movies. Didn't he drop of a grabber shortly after that? He must
have. I'm sure his arteries were clogged up. I'm sure they were from years of eating prime rib and dollops of sour cream on big baked potatoes.
I love the Munsters.
Oh, absolutely. I was a huge
93 he died, so he died a year later.
Wow.
Shakes the Clown. Basic Instinct came out in March of 92.
Yeah.
But I saw it when it came out on VHS.
Is this just the first 3 months of the year? Still?
We're in the end of March here, Daddy.
Oh, man, I mean, that's a lot of movies.
So I bet you the 90s was the beginning of, what would you say was the big hit movie? Was it Star Wars that put in the thing of like, let's put out more of these big movies every year?
Oh, yeah, I think, yes. But I think Jaws was a bit of that too, because they're like, oh my God, we made so much money. We got to just try to make more money. You know, I mean, so like the height of sequels to me, I feel like was like the late 80s. Summer of 89 was a bunch of sequels coming out. Like the sequel became huge in the 80s. I think it was sort of deemed a bit uncouth or something before that time. You think of like James Bond, I guess those would be kind of like sequels, but they're not. It's sort of an episodic thing going on, not just like, oh, the shark's going to come back. But yeah, I would say Star Wars is definitely in there. Some horror movies of that time, Halloween 2, which I saw in the theater. You know?
Yeah, which you were upset. That's like the not Michael Myers one.
No. Halloween 3 is the not Michael Myers one.
Yeah, 2 is direct. It's like the hours. It's like a minute after the first one.
Absolutely.
And then the rest of it's in a goddamn hospital.
I remember screaming at the screen.
So we have...
And a buddy of mine was with me in the movie and he was really embarrassed. I was like, no, get away.
Noises off a Peter Bogdanovich
I was
movie.
yelling at the screen. Sorry.
You were upset?
I know. I was yelling at the screen when I was 12 years old.
You love Jamie Lee Curtis?
Oh, I was into her, but also it was so... Mike Myers was such a scary guy. But the audience was getting fired up. I remember the audience getting fired up.
Sorry, I'm just changing.
It's such a bad movie. It's such a bad movie, but I was so into it. I love it.
Is it bad though?
I mean, it's
one of the more successful sequels of a horror movie.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it made the franchise. You know, just like if Empire Strikes Back wasn't good, it would have kind of Star Wars would have been sort of. It would have become something different if Empire wasn't such a massive hit. Empire being a massive hit just solidified that. I mean, it was like, this is going to be, I mean, it just, you know, whatever. It's now Hollywood. You know, it's just a strand of Hollywood now. It's what it is.
Like the Strand bookstore.
You know, it's part of the, whatever, I don't know, the makeup of it or whatever. The mosaic.
It's part of the Geist, bro.
You know, but yeah, I would say, I think that's a good way. Star Wars, probably from a sequel point of view, I'd say. And some horror movies.
What do we got here?
Rocky. Again, I think it was like a late 70s thing, you know. Hollywood was definitely changing at that time because it was much more director, I think, focused. You know, the studio system had died.
Well, yeah.
So.
And like there wasn't the franchise I think people weren't throwing their hat in the ring yet. Like everybody was kind of intimidated. Like, let's not do anything big like Star Wars. Let's make Children of the Corn, which ruled the 90s. Let's be honest. Children of the Corn was everywhere.
Were there sequels? Oh yeah, weren't there like sequels?
Goddamn Corn Kids. Yeah, there's like fucking 9 of them. Isaac's Return. I remember the one where they go to the suburbs. They get this fucking family to adopt them and they go to the burbs.
I like that angle. That was always a thing.
It's actually not bad. It's like the 3rd or 4th one.
Well, and it also makes sense. Like, we're going to make this the suburban movie. It'll be for the theaters out in suburbia. You know, it's not going to be for the city kids. You know, we
so
know
they have
that.
Proof, Rise of the Red Lantern, which sounds like a fucking...
Never saw that.
That's a Asian movie. Shadows and Fog. The Cutting...
that was a Woody Allen movie.
Yep. The Cutting Edge. Ladybugs, which is one of my favorites. That's another kind of that's another woke for back then, but not woke now movies where Jonathan Brandis of Hanging Himself fame. Let's say it together, kids. He gave up. No, I'm just kidding.
He
was great. He was in Sequest.
Yeah. So I thought Ladybugs wasn't that...
So that's Rodney Dangerfield.
It was his last movie, I think, right? Wasn't it?
Around there. So it's Rodney Dangerfield who's just like, you know, I'm fucking Rodney. Hey.
Yeah, doing his
He's
thing.
Rodney.
He's going to be Rodney, exactly.
And he has to coach a girls' soccer team who's garbage. And he gets his son, Jonathan Brandis, who's amazing at soccer, to pretend to be a lady poorly. He just wears a blonde wig and talks like this. So it's like the soccer version of fucking Bad News Bears.
Exactly.
But called Ladybugs.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's one of my favorites. That remember the Applegates, where Ed Begley Jr. and Christina Applegate play a family where they're flies and they have to hide like they're actual fly people.
No, I have no memory of that. No.
Or what's the movie where Roseanne is all fucking ugly? Let me see this. Every movie
I was
she's
gonna
ever.
say, I was like a scratch. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. We have fun. Oh, we have fun on the show. I'm gonna Google Roseanne Barr, so I might get hit with some fucking flags.
That's okay. Yeah, because I mean, there was a bunch of movies. I mean, there was probably 140. Like I say, if you look at the trades, man, there's always like. They're always making movies, man. Trying to figure it out.
She-Devil. Do you remember She-Devil?
Oh, with Meryl Streep.
Yeah, and Ed Begley Jr.
I never saw it. Well, wasn't Bruce Willis in that?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
Meryl Streep, Ed Begley Jr. It's Roseanne Barr's film debut. She only made like 8 movies.
Yeah, well, the TV show obviously is what.
Obviously, Meet Wally Sparks was the high end of it.
Yeah, she was being groomed for that. You know, she was like a.
Look Who's Talking 2. That was a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. That Travolta still maintained a certain degree of relevance.
Look at that leather jacket.
Yeah, well, just look at her.
Not coming, Bruce.
A lot of this is so underrated. I still maintain, and I'm a DC fanboy. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
But these people just didn't give these movies a chance. They're haphazardly written. It's not like the most comprehensive story. It's a lot of just for no reason battles.
Yeah.
But like they're not as bad. It's like they're the Mitchell Trubisky of movies. Are they good? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're not that. They're serviceable.
Okay.
They'll get you there.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
But people acted like their wallets got fucking molested after it.
They were cheated.
I can't believe I sat there. Well, you could have gotten up.
Exactly. What if we've had this? I've asked this question before. What movies have you walked out? I've said mine.
I've never walked out of a movie.
You've never walked out of a movie?
I'm easy to please, man. It might be why my comedy is so bland and mediocre. Which isn't true. I'm pretty, I tell stories about drugs. But I think my style of humor is sharpened by the fact that like I'm not this big like subversive smart like I don't need all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey man, exactly. You like it. So you like it.
I'll make fun of it. I know it's ridiculous. And even with these, that's what like the argument I get in with people. Like,
you're getting involved with.
Is it bad? Yes. But is it still worth dropping $15 to get a soda and some fucking popcorn and watch it? Yeah. Like, what about watching a bad movie on a giant screen is unenjoyable to you?
For me, when I've walked out of movies, it's again, it's only been a couple of them, but there's something that what offends me is when there's a movie that's so bad that all this money that went into it, and there's so many creative people out here, how can you still fuck it up? Like it annoys me when they fuck it up. It's just like, I mean, come on. You're literally putting this movie probably cost what? 100 million, 125 million dollars.
Oh no, more than that. It was
probably
like 400.
Jesus Christ.
That's why and here's a gauge of how
fuck it up that much.
Here's a gauge of how money hungry studios are.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. So this movie was not a financial failure. Let's look at Box Office Mojo. But it's considered a flop because it didn't make it. It has to make $1 billion. Justice League was supposed to be the Avengers of the DCEU and given a certifiably massive $300 million budget. But then there's more with like advertising. So people are saying it's probably more like 460.
Oh my God.
It should have been the movie event of the decade. It ended up grossing $657.9 million, which is a pitiful amount for such a event blockbuster. So it's considered a financial flop even though it doubled its budget.
Yeah it's crazy. That's the pressure of it having to be something that's just
Wonder Woman was the first $1 billion DC movie.
The blockbuster almost ruined film in a certain way. You know, because everyone has to do it. No, not everyone. You got to have your independent movie still.
I think making a profit is just like the priority now.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously,
because even look at Children of the Corn. Those movies are made with such tongue-in-cheek manner, and I think they're made on shoestring budgets where they're like, if it doesn't make its budget, we didn't spend that much. But like now, if you make Children of the Corn, they're like, it's got to be big, and we want this to be. This could be the beginning of something.
Malachi's story must be told. Malachi. You know.
Todd Massey we got him live texting me, dude, watching a fucked up movie called Martyrs, the original French one. It's so fucked up. I have to look at that. We got a break about 20 minutes away. We might have to look into it.
Yeah, absolutely. But there were some events this week. There were. We're not even through fucking movies. Yeah, of
1992. That'll be the spine of this fucking episode.
Man, that's a lot of movies.
It is a lot of movies. So yeah, we can move on to we got two big ad nauseum topics this week.
Yep.
Tiger Woods broke his leg, pulverized his ankle, and broke his leg, got into a car accident. From what I'm looking at, I think he was texting. So he was doing this fucking golf invitational. I forget where the fuck he was.
I think he was going to a commercial shoot and he was late.
Yeah, he was like an hour late or something like that.
So he was driving too fast.
So yeah, he was driving fast, and then I think he was texting to like, "Oh, I'm on my way."
I guess he was doing a commercial with Drew Brees and Justin Herbert.
Hey, he books the good gigs, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. So you think he was texting maybe at that moment and like,
oh yeah, totally. Yeah, and then just didn't see someone behind him.
Ugh.
Look at that. This is where fucking the Flash, the classic Batman move where like you just throw a weapon at somebody because you hope their powers are going to activate. And then they don't, and you're just like, oh shit.
So is he like recruiting people? Like,
yeah,
he's
he's forming the Justice League
exactly,
because he keeps having visions of this doomsday.
I have to admit it. When I was a kid, cartoon in the late 70s, Justice League was great. I loved watching the Justice League.
Yeah, and they would have like three Stooges. It was like the Justice League and the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah, exactly. But then was Solomon Grundy? Was he one of the bad guys?
Oh yeah,
he was like some Southern like strong man. Solomon Grundy, right?
Yeah,
is that what he was?
Totally.
When your first name is Solomon, you are from Alabama. That is.
Well, no, Solomon Grundy in the comic books is like a stone creature. He's not human.
Oh, I thought he was like human.
No.
Wasn't he like some?
He's very dark side-ish. It's almost DC's got a lot of villains that kind of look like lava creature stone men. You know, they got different origins.
Yeah, exactly. Their origin story is key.
Yeah.
It's so fundamental.
So fun. It is.
Of course it is. But no, so Tiger Woods, when I first heard that story, of course, my mind, speaking of dark side, I'm like, well, he tried to commit suicide. It's a one-man car crash.
And my thought wasn't suicide, but definitely like, let's end the career.
Well, that's probably going to work.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that's going to happen.
Or he'll finally just be laid up and rest his shit, and he'll come back better than ever.
No, I think he's had 5 back surgeries before this. They had a major surgery.
Probably just sitting in there with that clicker, dude, that fucking dope clicker.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting back.
Every 10 minutes, just hitting it again, you know.
Just, you know, they stop after 3, but then they give me a new clicker. They screw a new clicker on.
My mom at the end of her life had 2.
Was all about that click?
Had 2 morphine drips into her body.
There you go, living life.
Oh, yeah,
that's like the fucking narcotic old folks home.
Yeah, well, yeah, she had cancer, so it's all pain management at that point. You are merely managing the pain at that point, which is a rough topic.
Such is life, man. If we can get ethereal. So yeah, but everybody, the annoying part, and Mike Rowe, writer of The Simpsons and Facebook friend, just fucking dropping names, and he friended me. So how does that make you feel?
Yeah, man, I feel. No. I don't feel that important.
Yeah, he was leading the charge, but everybody was just like, enough with this fucking Tiger Woods coverage, because they were covering it wall to wall, and then it carried over into the Lady Gaga's dogs thing. But but with the Tiger Woods thing, I think it's a combination of. There's no more Trump. So people are just like, there's a lack of daily news. People are so used to like every day Trump says something, so this is our story for the day, and we could feed off of stuff like this. Trump was like the TV in this podcast. The life was, the spine of life was what Donald Trump said that day.
Yeah. I tell you what, I wonder, do you think, and tell me this, do you think there's been like almost a crash after that? Like there's almost like a withdrawal from it? Are people being, it's, whatever, they're off balance, off kilter a little bit as a result of that? You know what I mean?
I think they're just not off in the sense of that I think people are just kind of fucking struggling to like, well, what do we talk about? What do we be angry about?
But isn't that kind of like an addiction? We're withdrawing from an addiction.
Yeah, it's a social media, it's a dopamine thing, because like Trump gave you that social media dopamine where you could tweet at him and now he's off Twitter.
Yeah.
So you have to do it to his son.
What?
But now what took up is Joe Biden made some detainment camps for kids. So that gave everybody a little bit of like, oh yeah, we can hate Joe Biden too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's, yeah, this is, I just still feel like whatever the pandemic. I hope that these people are going to get it through their head. They got to get the vaccine. I am on the list to get the vaccine. When my name is called, on the list. I'm going right away. But I'm also looking at Gal Gadot right now. I could care less about it.
So it's a combination of, like I said, the no Trump. So people are just like, well, we need to cover this Tiger Woods story for hours because there's nothing political going on. News is boring again.
Yeah.
And then you have, and this is just a case of Larry's job, where she said, like, you have these news directors that come from small markets, like fucking Kansas City, Dallas, Sacramento, and where news isn't celebrity based. It's just very fucking dry, run of the mill fucking town meetings and fucking city hall shit.
Yeah.
And then you move to Los Angeles, where much of the news is geared towards celebrity.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think it's where they just get excited that like, oh yeah, let's run this story about Denzel Washington's house being robbed.
Yeah.
Even though like you can't confirm shit for hours, so you're delaying telling actual news.
Yeah.
Because you're telling your reporters like, well, wait up and look into this Denzel Washington fucking house robbing story.
Yeah.
We're like, but there's people getting murdered in Skid Row right now.
Yeah. But that's not, that is the distraction of celebrity.
Yeah. So it's a mix of that, where you have these like young news people who are like they get excited that like, oh, we get to do Hollywood stuff now, like people, and then we're in a click based type of thing where they're like, oh, people will rather click on a story about Denzel Washington's house being robbed or Lady Gaga's dogs or Tiger Woods pulverizing his ankle over the LA City Council denies fucking the rights of trans people to put their bikes on the fronts of buses or whatever the fuck little minutia happens.
No, absolutely. All those, absolutely. That's always been my criticism of it. It's been that way since I was a kid. It's the fame distraction to so you don't pay attention to things that might actually genuinely impact your life or some of the lives.
Which is weird. And the right wing uses shit like that, where they'll do nefarious shit like fucking burn down abortion clinics, but then they're like, hey, Walker Texas Rangers at our rally.
Yeah.
And people were like, well, that's cool. By the way, they hate abortion, but they got Walker.
This was a story that I didn't see get very much press. About a year ago, there was a mic I used to go to at the Hollywood Hotel. You've probably been there.
Oh, it's still there, baby.
Is the mic still open or running?
Not currently, but I'm sure it'll come back once. Yeah. Comedy is still kicking back. That's where I think I need to go out once I get this vaccine, because I think things are starting to like on the quiet start kicking back up.
Well, we'll see. But it was no. What was I saying again about the
you were just talking about the mic. Something nefarious happened at the Hollywood Hotel mic or something.
Oh yeah. Across the street was a women's health clinic.
Yeah.
And I went out after the show. It had been burnt to the fucking ground. There were it was a 3-alarm fire. There were 8 fire trucks.
I love how he just didn't add the 4th alarm.
It was whatever it was, whatever they call it. Point is, they burnt the fucking building down, and there was like some coverage, and I'm like, this is in the middle of Hollywood. Like, I guess a few other times they tried to burn it down, and they succeeded this time. And I drove past it today. It's still an empty lot. For a year, a women's health clinic that I'm sure did abortions. And also get contraception.
That's how they pay the bills, baby.
and it's like they burn it down, and that should be a much bigger story. They're doing it here.
It's actually a joke. Abortions don't pay the bills the federal government does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean the bills.
No, that's good though.
Aren't
aren't women's that's like a state-run thing, right? Like, don't they get grant money?
No, man. I think it's the opposite. I think that
because a lot of those health clinics, it's tax dollars. But what I'm saying is like it's not for profit. Like, you can go in there and you can get a fucking baby spatula out of your womb for free.
I think you got to pay. I think it's like, I don't know what the cost is.
I've done the Planned Parenthood route, but I always thought Planned Parenthood was like, that's not like a free clinic.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't. I don't know.
Will free clinics not do the hardcore shit?
I really don't know. I'm naive on that, Keith. I really don't know. But the point is,
you just go to a free clinic and they're just like, "Ma'am, you're 9 months pregnant."
The distraction of fame, like Tiger Woods hurting his ankle. Yeah, we don't pay attention to. Oh, Syria got bombed. You know what I mean? You know,
right?
You know, or that comes up for a little bit.
So yeah, Syria got bombed. That's what. Tiger Woods covered up Syria getting bombed and Joe Biden okaying kid like not kid cages but kid like duplex trailers.
Detention. Oh God. Yeah.
So they're moving up in quality. Pretty soon they'll have little fucking slab houses. Jeez. Like the little houses in the island of Lost.
Yeah, you know, it is. I'm so skeptical. The problems are so big in this country, and there's so. Well, I say it every week. It's boring. It's a broken record. You know, it's just divided. To take these issues on is virtually impossible. You know? I know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just.
What is the funniest thing so far? It's just Biden being like. Every time I see Biden, I just go, "Come on, man."
I guess to me it's just, I think maybe it's boring. Maybe that's not, you know.
Yeah.
There's not comedy in that. It's just a very stark contrast. But at the same time, the Trump the January 6th events still loom. That still casts a shadow.
I'm still having a hard time with remembering the date. I don't think that won't be a 9/11 in my head. I'll just call it the Capitol riot. That's going to be one of those obvious trivia things that I'm going to get wrong at a bar and people are going to be upset. On what date did Republicans raid the Capitol? And everybody will be like, come on, Keith. Yeah, so easy. And I'll be like, I don't know. Who the fuck remembers that? And they'll be like, everybody.
Yeah. January 6th.
Then I'll storm out of the bar upset, which I'm prone to do.
I do that during Viking law. When the Vikings have lost, I was notorious. And I made that decision by the second quarter.
You just leave them out.
Because I knew, I was like, no, here are all the flaws. When you've watched enough sports and you can see all of your weaknesses, teams will just continue to do the same thing until you can stop fill the weakness. So every week it was the same thing. Oh, here's where their offensive line's going to suck. Here, you know, they're in this situation. They can't cover this guy. And in the same, they get picked on. You know, they just keep getting so you know by the second quarter they're going to lose. My friends, well, why are you doing that? It's because I know they're going to lose. And you know something, Keith? I've literally almost never been wrong. When I've left, I've never regretted the decision. But yes, I stormed out too. I've stormed out too. I haven't done that in a while. My last true sports meltdown was the Blair Walsh missed field goal.
Oh yeah, that was because it was like from 2 yards away.
It was a 27-yard field goal. And he made.
Yeah, but they were in like outdoor. I think it was the first field goal in the history of outdoor Viking football. No,
because they played in the outdoor stadium.
The Joe Cap era.
Yeah, it had Fran.
A legitimate home field advantage.
Oh, big time. I've been watching playoff games with the Vikings this week, by the way, like old NFL films.
Been going into 87.
No, like 74.
Have you ever gone into the years that you know the ball every year they lost, but the years were like, shit, fucking Todd. I got to decline a call from Todd. I should tell him at break that we're recording a podcast.
Yeah.
But like the years where you know that they were okay and then you fantasy book it as you're watching it. Like 95 is the year for me with the Bears. They made the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then
like 94 or 90, because 94 they beat the Vikings. It was the first year
they had Kramer.
They beat the Vikings.
It was the first year they had Kramer.
Yeah.
And they might not have made the playoffs, but they started the season like 7-2. And as I watched the highlight from that season, I'm just like, if they just would have won this game, like you just think about if they would have made the playoffs, you're like, they probably could have knocked off a couple people in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, you know what I've gone back.
They could beat Scott Mitchell's Lions.
Well, that team could score though. They had Johnny Morton. Not the actor in this movie, Johnny Morton, but Johnny Morton, the receiver. They had Herman Moore. They had Barry Sanders. You know, they had a team. You know, they had very good receivers. Those Lion teams from the mid '90s. You know, but I go back and watch things from the '70s, like things I don't have actual memories of. I watched the NFC Championship game of the week. NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Vikings today. It's 21 minutes.
Oh yeah,
it's 21 minutes. It's just highlights.
The game in like 30 minutes.
They do
60
highlights.
60 and 30.
Yeah. It's the highlights of NFL films. And I cannot get enough of it. I just love it. I find it. Fred Dreyer. People are all dead. Like half the teams are both dead now.
Oh, 100%.
So
well, like we were talking about earlier, there's 4 presidents that are alive.
I know. I have to not live in the past and think of a future. I don't know what my problem is. I dwell on things. It's the way my ego works, man. But I'm better at it, I think.
What?
So dwelling on things, focusing on them, thinking about things in the past. Think about your future. Think about that.
Yeah, that's a line from Batman. Think about the future. Then he shoots him. Eckhart, think about your mom. She's fat. Right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So who's this woman?
That is Amber Heard. That is Johnny Depp's former wife. She's a pill, apparently.
Didn't they have like some huge
she shat on the bed, which ended up not being true. But they slap each other around. We got ourselves a mutually abusive relationship. What we got ourselves is a failure to communicate, and they like it.
Isn't there some like $300 million like defamation suit or something? Like they're slapping on each other. It sounds so. It just sounds gross to me. It's such a reveal of this country and where we're at, man.
Where we're at, man.
As what the natural order of things. It's I don't know. It is. It's the common good is barely thought about.
Yeah.
Barely thought about. So, but whatever. Is this Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Not. I know it's not.
You want to crank into a break here?
No, I'm okay, man.
Okay.
I'm okay.
I'm just letting you know we're at the hour. I'm just giving you the hour point.
I appreciate that, man.
That's good though.
But
like I said, Crow, I'm going to get you to 3.
Yeah.
No, I just want it to be natural. What I just want it to be is us to not be untethered, man.
To quote us, man. With
yeah.
They turn
this
all the
would be cool if this happened in real life. They can see it in the background, the people on YouTube. Again, no reason why you're not watching YouTube. KeithPazel.com or YouTube. We got a video version of this show that I work hard to produce.
They've turned humans into these weird like wasp creatures.
They're not humans. These are just like they just generate them. They're just like,
oh, okay.
They're not turning anybody. These mother boxes I still am questionable on the mother boxes. There's aspects of the Justice League mythos that are just so spacey and like they exist for no reason, where like these mother boxes are a way that people from Apocalypse communicate. Like you could teleport from place to place, and Cyborg is like made out of one, so he can like communicate with them.
Okay.
And then the other ones are like are always randomly spread out through time. Like you can't join them. And that's what this dude's trying to do. He's trying to join the mother boxes, and then that calls
to make some massive mother box.
And then that calls Darkseid. The mother box communicates with Apocalypse and calls Darkseid so he can come fucking harvest the planet and make them all fucking buggy and shit.
Man.
I mean, it's real comic booky, and again, it's why people didn't like it, because the first parts of this franchise, like Man of Steel and to a lesser degree Batman vs Superman, were like these attempts at being the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
and then they were just like, "Fuck it, we're going full comic book," because a lot of people were like, "Oh, the Man of Steel was nothing like the comic book. It was just fucking drab and boring."
Yeah,
but then they went too comic booky, and then like.
They got punished for that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. No. It makes sense.
And then people were like, oh, these movies are too long. And then it turns out the version of Batman vs Superman that's like almost 4 hours long is the better version. Yeah. Because they leave in a bunch of backstory to the characters.
Of course. You have unrelenting need for backstory.
With shit like this, you need it, because when you have characters that have ways that they fight based on like who they are and things that have happened, like you need to know why the Flash cares about his dad, like why he's out there being a crime scene investigator.
It makes the story
because
richer
his dad got accused of the murder of his mother, which he didn't commit. So now Barry Allen is a crime scene investigator because he wants to prove that his dad didn't fucking kill his mother.
Okay.
And then eventually he goes back in time to stop the murder of his mother, and that changes the present. in a story called Flashpoint, which I think is going to be the Flash movie that's coming out.
Okay.
So you need backstory like that. You need to know the relationship between Cyborg and his father, and that, like,
do you really need it?
But Vix, do you want to?
I don't mean from a
not
story.
need it, but
I mean,
like
as a
this
human
movie
being.
starts with just him as Cyborg. They never show you how he becomes Cyborg. They do it briefly in like a video. But like, you need to know that he was a star football player for the Gotham professional football team, and then he gets mushed by a bus, and his dad fucking turns him into a cyborg, and then now Cyborg hates his fucking dad.
Yeah,
but he needs him because he's like made of technology.
So they're coming together now to get the team together to kick some ass, right? They got to save, because if this box becomes like Mega Box, it's going to take over. Like, you know,
they're trying to stop Steppenwolf from calling Darkseid.
Okay. Because they're worried that if Darkseid gets called...
Darkseid gets called, it's the end of the world.
Game over.
Well, and that's the thing. Throughout the movie, Batman is having these visions of like what the world's going to be like when Darkseid takes over. And it's awesome. It's like all these, like, every comic book fan's dream of like an apocalyptic world. All these throwbacks. And the new one, that's where the Joker is going to be. The Joker is going to be... It's going to be like a Ghost of Christmas Future, where like he's taking Batman through this fucking nightmare sequence. It's going to be awesome.
I tell you what, you know something? I'm going to be honest. Flash, for a brief time, I
He's
like
great.
Flash.
Do you remember the 90s Flash show?
I remember that was on. Yeah.
With the dad from Dawson's Creek?
Yeah. I remember that. I never really watched it, but I
that's the one I had that relationship with my stepdad. We would watch that show on the reg.
Well, that was one of the few levels you get.
We would watch that. We would watch the X-Files.
Is he still part of your life? Or
No. He got made. We ended it because I spoke ill of cops because he was a cop, a bad one. And I don't hate his guts, but like, he told me that I was never going to be a successful comedian.
Oh,
because I'm not funny, because I'm always just talking shit about cops.
Yeah. That's the reason why.
I skimmed he sent me a long paragraph, and first it started out like,
he wrote put it on writing?
On Facebook. And then like, as I was reading it, I started skimming it, and I was just like, too bad, not funny. It's a shame. And I was just like, oh, fuck him. Like, I just saw the keywords, and I was just like, I don't need to read the rest of this. He's mad that I was talking shit about cops.
Yeah.
And because of that, he thinks I'm never going to be successul. That like, he's basically saying that my political views are hindering me being funny, which might be true, but fuck you.
Whatever. But is he still married?
You ever hear of Lenny Bruce, man? No, he's married to some morbidly obese hag in fucking Maryland.
Oof, man. What a life. You know,
my mom's way hotter.
What a life.
And I know my mom's hot because my friends wanted to fuck her in high school, and
she was a MILF.
Awful. Yeah.
She was a MILF.
I would deflect it by saying like, oh, thanks, I got her genes. But inside I was just like, guys, shut up.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of creepy. Exactly.
She cheated on my dad. She might do it. Shut up. I'm kidding. I love you, Mom.
That's hilarious. Kidding. Well, so how about, so where are we at here, man? So
right about an hour and 5 minutes. You want to cut the commercial break here?
Let's do that.
All right. We're going to go to commercial.
Come back.
We'll be back here on Keith Paisl's podcast, keithpaisel.com, YouTube.
Yeah.
Why buy just a video game from Atari or any television? Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20. Unlike games, it has a real computer keyboard. With the Commodore VIC-20, the whole family can learn computing at home. Plays great games, too. Under $300, the wonder computer of the 1980s, the Commodore VIC-20. Coming soon.
All right, we're back here. We got Superman 3 playing in the background.
But you know, if you see this opening scene, I didn't realize COVID actually existed in 1983. Can we go
back?
Rewind it just like 30 seconds? Yeah, because you'll see this was actually filmed. There was a brief COVID scare of 1983 that no one talks about that. You'll
AIDS?
see. You'll see this. You'll see if you go back a little bit. If you can rewind it a little bit. There you go. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah.
Well, I went back to the beginning.
Exactly.
So.
It's so quick. Here we go. Because you got to see.
We're going to get popped for this Warner Brothers logo. Watch. That'll be the thing.
Yeah, maybe. Might happen.
Who knows? Fuck them.
You know.
Right?
So here is the opening scene to what we're going to watch. ladies and gentlemen.
Superman 3, we're continuing over because we were watching current Justice League. We were talking about that. We're also going to continue on the search of movies in 1992.
So here's here's the COVID in 1983. You'll see. There you go. There's a line you can't go past a certain point.
Have you looked for work this week?
Right there, you see. Oh, look at that. The unemployment off. You know what I mean? Like they have this.
Yeah.
The line there. They can't.
Is that for a reason?
Oh, I'm sure it's just don't rush
AIDS?
us. Don't rush us. You know, and we're forcing you to stay in a line. You know, no, not AIDS. It was just. I think it was done just to try to manage the people. You know, they do that here.
People.
They do that at some bars. I went to the Whiskey. Yeah, the Whiskey. There's famous music venue.
The Whiskey A Go-Go.
You know, I've seen a bunch of different bands there. You know, the last time I was there, they cordon off different parts of the bar. You can't stand on like certain strips of carpet and stuff, and they have tape cordoning it off. And I'm just like, it's for fire code. I get that, but there's always like some rules. All the bars out here, there's always like a rule or two. Like you have, and I'm like, why?
No one leaves here without singing the blues.
You know, it's just like Chicago bars are so much better.
Because they're all mob run. You get the okay from the fucking from old Uncle Tony.
I mean, you can just anything kind of goes. They're fun. Is this divine? This was going to be divine, but in fact,
was it really?
No.
Yeah. Instead, it was young Diana Ross.
I don't know who's
or who played or Elizabeth Taylor.
Liz Taylor trying to make a comeback. You're ineligible?
Wait a minute. What about this week? I need this week.
You have to understand the casting decision of making him the bad guy was like, whoa, you're making Richard Pryor the bad guy? Like I remember my mind being like, "Wow, that's a bold choice."
Well, because he wants to take over the world, right? Because he's getting shortchanged. So this is the decimal point thing.
Well, yeah, he's a natural.
This
like
is the
computer
plot
programming.
to Office Space, by the way.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
That's how I know it is. That probably annoys you.
Yeah,
that I know this through Office Space instead of actual Superman 3.
Now, Office Space is great. Office Space is hilarious. I love it. So I give you props for that. You know, but the point is, he's like on the back of a match. But you know something? I'm just a natural at computer programming because that's how it works. I can do BASIC or COBOL, you know, some weird language of the early 80s. When I think of computer classes back then, I did not connect with computers. I just didn't get them. I took it very literal.
Now, was it because it just wasn't your thing, or did you not think it was going to be big?
No.
Because there's that classic Mark Maron bit where he talks about how the internet's a fad. Got the opening credits here.
Yeah. So no, it is just. Wait, what was the point with it being a fad, or what were we talking about? The opening credits? I can't think. Jesus,
I don't know.
The THC man has got me. It took me over.
It's all good.
Yeah, but this
it's
opening
all good, brother.
Again, the choice of Richard Pryor being the bad guy was just like, wow, this is a. And
what, that they were villainizing a black guy, or that he's not villainous, that he's a comedian?
Because he's a comedian. You know, it was he made $4 million for this movie. I think it was his highest payday for a movie.
That's when it goes bad,
Pryor.
though. When you get, because that means most of the budget went to Richard Pryor. So
a lot of it did.
When most of the budget comes to a character, and you're like, well, what are we going to do about the story? And they're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
We didn't think about that.
I didn't like the way they introduced the credits here. This whole like Vaseline lower screen. I remember when I watched this in the theater with my dad, I was like, this doesn't work. I just didn't like this comedy of errors, you know, because it was too gaggy. They're just gagging it up too much.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
That's how you were over it. You were just like,
oh well, woo, woo, woo.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, what I like about Superman 3, here's a couple things I like about this movie. One of the things I like is when he's having his crisis and he's like getting drunk. It's Christopher Reeve wearing the Superman outfit, belly up at a bar, getting loaded.
Oh, because does he lose his powers again in this?
Well, no, because he has a crisis of confidence. I can't remember. Why is there this psychological split in this, where he has this like crisis that he has to like discover himself?
I like this opening scene, this very comical opening scene where it's like someone a construction, like this is like a Roadrunner cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very gaggy.
Is the whole movie like this?
No. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
Well, I mean, we've established that it's not good, but is it gaggy like this the whole time?
Yeah, there's just. I'm looking forward to seeing how they introduce Richard Pryor being a computer whiz. He just picked it up, you know.
They were definitely going for Star Wars.
No, with computers.
Credits.
Here was the point about computers. I came back.
There you go.
Here's the reason why they didn't connect with me when I was like in 1983 when I took computer classes. Basic was the language. You had this number coding 10.
Basic
20.
was the language that they taught me,
and it was like it was like less than signs and equal
Hold on, I'm
signs.
going to do that for the camera. Basic was the logic that they taught me.
So the point is, I would take the actual machine literal. I was like, how does this work? Like the mechanics of it.
You were speaking to it like a person.
But I was like, well,
tell me how you work.
How does these electrical impulses go to a switchboard?
Oh, these electrical impulses, and they go here.
And they go onto a screen. Like the mechanics of it just totally baffled me. But I was very literal. I wanted to learn, though. Like I would have probably been a good computer repairman. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to get into the actual machine itself and be like, how does this do this stuff? Because how is it able to solve this math equation so quickly?
It's smart, Crow.
You know, it's like, wow.
It's a smart tool.
So that's the reason why I didn't connect with it. It wasn't... Because I knew they were going to be big. I remember people coming to my high school like, management information systems. You should learn that. It's going to be big, you know. Because
that's so boring. How did that bore the shit out of you? Just hearing that?
I didn't want to do that. But what was interesting, the high school I went to was in the Chippewa Valley. Cray Supercomputers.
Who we got there?
Cray
Don Amici?
No, he's just some obscure British actor. Oh, gag! Look at how long this gag is.
It's so long.
I mean, and then they have a mime in this.
It's so long.
I remember watching this in the theater, being like, "I don't like this."
This is,
you know,
I don't care, Richard Pryor or not.
Look at this,
David and Leslie Newman.
Yeah,
how dare you?
Yeah, they were a couple. And then there's blind gags.
Jesus Christ!
Oh man,
that's insane.
Yeah, well, they knew. They were like, listen, you know, this sequel is made. This is not made for any artistic purpose, obviously.
No, this is just to let's continue the effort.
Let's just cash out.
Continue the fucking. Cash
this movie made money. You know.
Oh, I'm sure because 4 is the true flop.
Oh.
4 did not make money.
4 is like there's a World War III nuclear war theme.
Oh, Richard Lester directed
I know.
This
Yeah,
one too.
because Lester, you know the Lester
hung
scenes,
around.
like in part 2 when they're blowing everyone away. That's very much a Richard Lester scene, like gags like that. You know, like scenes like that.
Oh yeah, because they did that with even in 2 when Zod they're blowing on shit.
Yeah, exactly. It was the same sort of thing
in
as
part
this.
2. Yeah,
here they are with their green lit computers.
What an 80s office that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Offices scared me. I was like, I want to do an office job.
Really?
God. Oh yeah, that's why my first office job was like it was an important confidence builder for me. I was afraid to go into an office. You see, here's what you forgot.
Oh, well, that's a great computer. He's playing fucking number munchers.
Look at this.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I just did it.
That's how you do language. That's how you do code. You just get it. You see, look at that. You see, so he's deemed this genius with computers. Like that's all the backstory. It's literally a 12-second scene. Wow.
That's all you need.
You know,
this colored guy's got it.
You know.
It's like The Pursuit of Happiness.
Robert Vaughn still playing the smarmy, or not smarmy, but the sort of a scumbag politician corporate guy from Bullet, 15 years later,
Again, we're bringing up McQueen. We're connecting it. We have a mythology now, Crow.
Yeah, I think we
talked about Steve McQueen last week.
Absolutely.
And then we're continuing the spine of this episode. We're still in 1992 with movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah.
To answer our question, the 90s is when they started releasing a shitload of movies. Because do you remember the 80s being like that?
Yes, but
so
not
far
as much.
We got about like
the 90s. It was an acceleration. It was an acceleration without a doubt.
I feel like in the 90s it was the era of not necessarily every week, but like 4 or 5 movies come out on a Friday.
Yeah,
and then they're good.
Yeah, absolutely. Where the 80s was really, the summer was much more of a hit.
So we're at the end of March. We have White Men Can't Jump.
Oh yeah, God.
Mookie, it's too hot outside. I mean, that's not that movie, but
yeah.
White Men Can't Jump, I remember liking as a kid, but like I still, when it's on, I won't watch it. Yeah. It hasn't held up in the memory of my like.
I remember that being
brain.
That was like a very kind of urban, if you will, an urban movie.
Yeah, it's about street balls. Son.
I remember seeing that with my girlfriend Amanda Ripp.
Bring her back up.
Speaking of a mythology, at the time, girlfriend Amanda Ripp, a woman who actually was able to like me. Isn't that pretty cool? But yeah, so let's go through more from 92.
So we got The Last of His Tribe, which I've never seen.
No, yeah.
Beethoven, classic from my childhood.
Yep. Oh, you know what came out during this?
Oh no, that's not the dog one. This is actually about the
Beethoven.
fucking. Oh no, wait, no, it is. Is it? Yeah, it's the Charles Grodin one. I didn't know John Hughes wrote Beethoven.
Yeah, Hughes. He had a good 15-year run, man. He was making a lot of movies.
Straight Talk, starring James Woods, Thunderheart, Rockadoodle.
Yeah, Thunderheart. I remember that. I saw that in the theater. That's a
Michael
what's his face?
Apted.
It's Val Kilmer.
Yep, Sam Shepard.
Yeah.
Who your friend wrote a book about.
He's writing it right now.
And then we have
look how cute Margot Kidder is there. I'm sorry. Look at how cute she is here. I mean, show her.
The same thing about mine.
All right, Ken.
Yeah, she didn't have the cigar voice as much as she does now.
Gee, thanks, Mr. White.
She's so thin though. She has
I know.
ghoulish fingers.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, this was
This was the Twiggy era.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eating disorders were known, but it was hush hush.
Yeah,
they were not discussed. Ooh,
she looks trans.
Well, Clark, you know some people get to go all the way to Smallville.
Bruce.
I think married Richard Pryor from this movie.
Margot Jenner.
What a doomed
he
union.
Probably belted her around.
Oh, well, I mean, I just think that they are both just basket cases. I mean, Pryor is a lunatic. Pryor, I think he was married 7 times. Married a woman twice.
He shot a car.
He went back and married her again. It's like, wow. And then you get caught up in that. Plus, his addictions were just massive.
That means nothing.
I know.
There was no thought. Like, now they have to put care into, like, this has to look realistic. But now they were just like, throw some numbers on a computer.
It's a binary code system. And he's figured it out. Like, so he's just so productive.
Ooh, look at this. He's a data Philly sliding up on him.
Crystal Gale.
Sure, Dorothy Gale looking at.
First ripoff, man. It's supposed to get $225 a week, right? This says $143.80. How am I supposed to live on that? Oh, state tax, federal tax, Social Security tax.
All right, so you're still getting some money when you hit 65.
So I'm getting money when I hit 65. Who am I now? Well, I can enjoy it while I'm young.
I can get down.
This is when they want him to go. Yeah.
Actually, it's
but I want to get down.
This is probably one of several Richard Pryor movies where there's just outtakes of him being like, "What the fuck, brother?"
Yeah, I think he had weird. Well, first,
you guys serve ginger pussy here at the cafeteria?
Severe demons. Yeah, I think he had as many demons.
He was snorting coke off of props in this movie,
and just freebasing. This is post fire.
You got Freemasons, and then you got Freebasons. He was a Freebason.
Yeah, he was a Freebason, no doubt about it. I mean, his story when he set himself on fire.
If there's weird math written on the outside of a dilapidated building, you know there's Freebasons inside of it.
Exactly, there's certain spray painted graffiti,
and they have to take you in.
I'm working overtime now. I gotta make my money. You know, is that what? Yeah, because Pryor. I mean, I guess. Like, his addictions were just so epic. You know, it's amazing how he just could lose himself in it, you know? That's incredible. His life was amazing to me.
The printer paper to nowhere, a big thing in the...
Yeah, absolutely.
It just prints stuff. Oh, is this when he figures out his scheme?
Yes.
He places the decimal point. He figures out how to pay himself billions of dollars.
Yeah, well, he drives into work in some completely gaudy early 80s sports car that I remember thinking, yeah, man, that looks cool. When I was 14.
A Mercedes 2 Series.
You know, it's like this fire engine red, he's a flashy black.
So we have Rockadoodle. We're in early April here, 1992.
Jesus.
We're going through the movies of 92.
And there's been a lot. You know?
Yeah. Fern Gully, one of the Fern Gully movies. Newsies, The Player.
Christian Bale's in that. Yeah.
The Player.
That was a very Artie Altman. Yeah, it was Tim Robbins. I saw that in the theater.
Sleepwalkers, The Babe, Brain Donors, City of Joy, Deep Cover, A Midnight Clear, Highway 61.
Hold on. Deep Cover?
Yeah.
Who's in deep cover again?
Lawrence Fishburne. Larry Fishburne.
Yeah, it was Larry Fishburne.
Jeff Goldblum, Charles Martin Smith, Victoria Dillard.
Yeah.
Glenn Turman. These are classic 90s fucking...
Yeah. I tell you what, man.
Julio Bostic. Fucking just
Fishburne has
fucking...
a career, man.
Oh, totally.
Jesus
He's got enough
Christ.
of his career to where it matters that his daughter does porn.
Yeah. Does his daughter do porn?
I don't think anymore, but she dabbled.
Do her and Bernie Kosar's daughter have a scene together?
She put her toe in the semen, as they say.
Man.
City of Joy.
Making that as a choice?
Deep cover. And she kept the name Fishburne.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
At least put a brown paper bag over your face.
That's when you know he didn't approve. When she's like, fuck you, I'm going to be fucking Skylight Fishburne or whatever the fuck her name was.
Oh, man.
Passed away, White Sands, Year of the Comet. Folks, with an exclamation point. Oof. K2, Live Wire.
K2, yep. K2 was here we go. K2 was a dog movie, I think. Maybe.
No, that's not K9.
It was a K9.
Yeah.
Here's the chemical
K2 plant. It's about a mountain. It's a survival drama starring Michael Biehn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Live Wire, Night on Earth.
Night on Earth was a Jim Jarmusch movie.
Yep. Split Second. Big Girls Don't Cry. They Get Even.
I can't. No. Go ahead.
What?
No, I can't remember.
Crisscross.
We'll make you jump.
The Favor, The Watch, and The Very Big Fish. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is.
Poison Ivy.
Oh, and I don't know what that is either.
Oh, that's with Drew Barrymore. She shows her boobs.
Oh, yeah. She was making her comeback.
Lethal Weapon 3, Alien 3.
Oh, she played the Amy Fisher. It was the Amy Fisher. It was Poison Ivy, but Amy Fisher?
I don't know.
No. She did one of the Amy Fisher movies.
No, it's just like a femme fatale type of flick.
Okay. Because she was
femme fatale.
She played Amy Fisher. She was in one of those Amy Fisher movies.
Who the fuck is Amy Fisher?
Do you remember Amy Fisher and Joey Buttafuoco?
No.
Oh, that was a complete controversy of like 93.
Was she like 12?
Well, she was like young. I mean, I think she was like 18 or 19. And she was basically fucking this guy who was married. And she tried offing his wife. And the woman survived. So, and she got put in jail. Amy Fisher. So there was all these, and she was this complete, like, it was like Long Island Italians. It was Jersey Shore of the early 90s. Of just
That's
like,
great.
Like they were totally like local. But Buttafuoco parlayed that. He came out to LA. He was like a bouncer at certain bar. I think he was a bouncer at the Whiskey A Go-Go or something. He was like at the Rainbow, like that kind of famous rock and roll place. Buttafuoco was like living off of his fame, like in '94, off of that. That's what it was, because this fucking woman he was screwing tried killing his wife.
It's funny how the search for stars in Hollywood was so like in a 6-block radius. Like they didn't really, it shows how lazy and addicted to substances everybody was, because they're just you got all these agents who are like, it's my job to find talent, but I'm not leaving the Viper Room. So like I discovered someone 2 blocks away. He was working the door at the Viper Room.
I don't know if that, I think there's, it's funny.
That's the beginning of nepotism, of just like, well, I'm an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic, and you act.
Yeah.
And we need an actor. So
I think back in the day, that's one thing about acting that bums me out now. I feel like back in the day, like in the 50s, 60s, 40, 20s to the 70s, you could be a complete alcoholic drunk and be an actor, male or female. You could be a lush, You know, Elizabeth Taylor was a drunk in the 60s. You know, it's like drunk. I mean, I like that. Like that
Even
was
on
cool.
a smaller sense, my dad was a alcoholic and a minor drug addict, and he maintained a pretty successful side job business in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was the
you were
economy
given
was
rope.
good. Yep. Well, yeah.
Not only was there a real estate bubble, there was just a mile of rope given to the fucking economy.
As you know, as well you should. With this is the scene where he
kryptonite?
freezes. Well, no, what it is there's this chemical plant,
Got a
refinery
factory full of
he was
kryptonite.
He was going back to his high school reunion, and then he saw this fire, had to turn into
is
Superman.
Lana Lang in this one? Doesn't fucking the redhead from Smallville?
She's Catherine O'Hare.
Catherine O'Hare, and she's fucking
not Catherine O'Hare, but whatever her name is.
Yeah, she's married.
Annette O'Toole.
Annette O'Toole.
Not Catherine O'Hare. She's actually funny.
Some fucking
Sorry.
Mick Broad. No.
It's Peter O'Toole's daughter. She's like 21,
and she's married to fucking old boy from Spinal Tap. Fucking.
Oh yeah, I think so.
And she plays Ma Kent in Smallville. And then her husband ends up playing Perry White. It all comes full circle.
Interesting.
Swing, otherwise you're going to have a cloud of acid all over the eastern seaboard.
See, this is what he's going to do.
Oh, is he from Boston right there?
Yeah.
You're going to come over the eastern seaboard. You got to go over there. You got to stop it.
I'm sure
you got to sop up that fucking water like a nun's cunt over there. Sop it up like a nun.
No, it was you can tell he was like saying, you know, something. I got to stretch out a little bit in the third one. You got to give me some opportunities here to actually act. That was his moment.
Superman, Mac, but I can't do everything.
Yeah, he wouldn't negotiate. He would just act. Wouldn't he just act?
Well, fucking Reeves was a fucking Juilliard trained actor.
Absolutely. Him and Robin Williams were best friends. See,
Kelsey Grammer was in their class too.
I always thought, oh really?
Grammer, Williams,
wow.
The dude who did the voice of Batman in the animated series. So
I thought
Batman and Superman went to school together.
Why would this freeze?
No, he can because his breath is so intense it freezes. He can do this in the comics. This is not out of the ordinary. This is all.
See, this is how he saves.
This is all above board.
So it's consistent. It's
absolutely
consistent with story. Yeah, but this whole
Lethal Weapon 3 came out mid-May 1992.
Wow, they were in the third one. I didn't see that.
Donner did that one too.
Yeah.
Alien 3, Encino Man.
I saw that.
Alien 3 is good, dude.
I saw that
early Fincher flick.
Yep, I saw that. It was his first one. I saw it with Amanda Ripp.
Really?
I saw it at Webster Place. That's where I used to work, by the way. I sold furniture at the Great Ace for like 5 months because I was so desperate for a job.
Commission,
out of college.
like where you had to wheel and deal?
I made $6.25 an hour. I worked 40 hours a week. I had to save up. I saved up like $1,400 to move into Wicker Park.
There you go.
But I remember.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about too. So they're rebooting The Real World.
Yeah.
And did you live in Chicago when they were filming it, or
Absolutely.
did you live in the house?
I didn't live in Wicker Park at that. You know, to be honest with you, they were about 5 or 6 years too late. Because didn't that come out like in 01?
Yeah. Late 90s or 2000, something like that.
And it should have been like early mid 90s. I remember I went to Urbis Orbis. That's what they filmed it at. They turned Urbis Orbis, which was this complete like hipster coffee joint. I mean, it was like dirty and scummy, and like Nelson Algren probably shot up in the bathroom, you know. But I went in there and I used to, you know, get magazines and stuff, and I got the Ethan Hawke was checking me out. He kind of looked over at me. We kind of caught eyes.
Gattaca, baby,
because he was starring in a Steppenwolf play, and he was hanging out in Urbis Orbis with his greasy
starring
hair.
in a Steppenwolf play.
Yeah, he was in a Steppenwolf play.
Here, wait. Ooh.
I remember liking this though. Like, you get it, man? Like, he's the guy who's like from high school who's actually a tool now. He was a stud then. Like the nerd motif was just coming in, you know, like this was because he's going back to his high school reunion. Aren't these kids just in high school still?
Yeah, it looks like Jerry Lewis right there. Wow, that's the one thing too. Everyone like Jerry Lewis. I mean, thankfully, he's an asshole, so people talk shit about him now. So it's like okay to talk shit about him. But
yeah, well, he's dead.
He did like 3 characters.
Yeah, I used to love him as a kid. Annette O'Toole. Look she's cute there. She's pretty there. Isn't she?
Yeah, that's Annette O'Toole.
Yep.
Miss Bannister, would you excuse me a minute?
You know, in the comic books, they make Lana Lang all fat after high school. Like in the comic books, she's like not hotter than Lois. You can't make her hotter than Lois.
Exactly.
That's one thing they did in the TV show is the Lana Lang in the Smallville TV show, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Is like fine. To where by when they write her out of the show and they move on to Lois, you're like, she ain't better than Lana. The fuck are they? Who the fuck are they kidding?
Smallville. Nice. Like, he's going to be from a small town. Like
Smallville. Lois Lane calls him Smallville.
Was the first Superman in the 1930s?
Yes, 1939.
Yeah. Wow.
Pre-World War II. Superman was there when the Nazis struck. He didn't do anything about those camps either. Let's hold him accountable.
That's when
Let's hold his red cape to the flame.
You read the funny papers, I say. You know, you can turn that into a career if you want to. You can make comic books, I say.
Back when it was Dick Tracy and fucking...
and Blondie.
The Family Circus and shit.
Family Circus. I had a buddy of mine.
My dad used to draw that shit. Who's the army guy?
Oh, God, what was that? Not
Sergeant Rock or something like that.
Yeah. Beetle Bailey.
Yeah,
Beetle Bailey.
And he had a little partner.
You know, God, I never. You know something? I never liked. I was a sports section guy.
Oh,
when
me
I was
too.
like
But
7
that's
or 8,
right. It's right next to each other. It's just one back.
I never got into it.
And I always read we were a Sun Times family, so it was like a book, and the sports section was the back. You flip the paper over and would flip it that way, and then they met in the middle.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, it was all the car ads and shit. And then the schedule, the TV schedule.
Yep, absolutely. But I went to the sports section.
Look at that guy's hammered.
Yeah, exactly. He's the old jock.
Yeah, he wants to put that fucking thumb in Lana like a guy. He wants to treat her like a bowling ball. This fucking poor girl. This poor girl.
You see, Reeves is trying to I can do some physical gags. Hey, Robin will appreciate that.
You know they were all jumping at the opportunity. Like, this is going to be a comedy. Like, we're all going to be able to fucking spread our wings.
Yeah. 83 was a weird
song. Can't play that.
83 was a weird year for film. It was becoming something a little different at that time. Here we go. He's getting all these checks. Yep, there you go.
I'm whying the voice.
Another week, another check. Don't you have another one for me? I put in a voucher for expenses.
Oh, it didn't wah. Oh, no, because I muted it. Here we go. You hear it wah?
Yeah. Is that what the computer sounds like?
No, that's my sound effect. Yeah.
Is this Andromeda strain? What's going on here?
It was $789.
No, it was $85,000.
Okay.
In 1983, that's like a check for $500,000.
You kidding, Lotus? A lot of guys like to be where I am.
Well, you'd be surprised how many offers I didn't get.
I wanna fuck you.
She's cleaning up afterwards.
Well, she ran. She put it together. He's back in Smallville for the first time.
Exactly. That's
and his parents aren't dead, so he can bang all over the house.
Yeah, country sex. I'm
gonna bang her all over the house.
I'm
all over the
out,
house.
Man. I should have had country sex, man. In Eau Claire, if I would have had sex in high school, I would have had. I
just imagine you coming in with a fucking axe over your fucking bare shoulder.
No, I would have been
one leather glove. That's eventually going to be the fucking evidence in a crime of passion.
No, it was me like in a cornfield.
The only thing we found was a dead lady and a drip of passionate sweat and blood on an axe.
No.
This week on Lifetime, the Adam Crocia story. Did he do it, or does he just have a huge hog?
Look at him. He's slouched a little bit.
Stay in Smallville. Believe me, I've asked myself the same question. Do you know how lucky you are to live in Metropolis? The big apricot?
There was a...
Did she call it the big apricot?
Maybe, yeah.
That's great. Why the apricot?
Instead of the big apple.
The big tomato?
Yeah, the big apricot, because it still starts with an A. It doesn't quite work.
Except for last winter when the fuel bills kept going up and up and up. I even had to pawn my diamond ring, man.
Yeah, I had to sell my second high-waisted pair of pants.
I think that she got divorced, and she's from a small town. Divorce was still like a real
Oh, that was a big deal.
My mom got divorced in 1977, and she was the first person to get divorced in our family, and that was like. That was like, it sent like shudders. Like people were like very freaked out. Then in her family, 3 people immediately got divorced in 78, 79, and 80 right after her.
Well, yeah, that's where they're like, what is she going to do?
Yeah, but
she's got Adam. What is she going to do with Adam?
And Jay, 2
He's
kids.
Gonna be gay.
And she's 32. And, but it's just more like, you don't do that, You just don't do that,
They thought you were gay.
Maybe they still do. Who knows?
Far and Away, a Ron Howard movie came out.
Oh yeah,
May 92.
That's with Cruise and Kidman. That was a huge one, huge hit about the Irish.
That was him in these westerns. Even Backdraft is like an urban western.
Yeah.
The Adjuster, Orion Classics was a big production house.
Oh, absolutely. Orion was a name.
Cold Heaven, Cousin Bobby. That was a Jonathan Demme movie.
Wow.
Jonathan Demme also was in it. Sister Act.
Oh, yeah, with Whoopi Goldberg.
Afterburn, Class Act, Patriot Games, House Sitter.
Patriot Games was Harrison Ford.
Batman Returns. I saw that in theaters.
House Sitter was a horror movie. That was that kind
Frank
of weird.
Oz directed that. Yoda directed that. Steve Martin was in it.
What movie was that?
House Sitter. Steve Martin. Was
I'm wrong.
That's a comedy.
I'm wrong. Yep.
The Hairdresser's Husband. A Private Matter, the re-release of Pinocchio, Unlawful Entry. Now we're in July to September. Boomerang, A League of Their Own, The Best Intentions, Cool World, Prelude to a Kiss, Universal Soldier.
Oh, Cool World was that was an animation movie, I think. It was an animation.
Let's see.
I think it was.
Yeah, live action / animation.
Yeah. That was combining like certain genres. It was like a kind of an artistic thing for a mainstream movie to try out.
Comrades of Summer, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Man Trouble, A Stranger Among Us, Mistress.
A Stranger Among Us was the guy who directed Network.
Barry Primus?
No.
Sidney Lumet.
Sidney Lumet, exactly.
Sidney Lumet. Look at you, all
Sidney
fucking
Lumet.
Sidney Lumet.
That's what he is. That's what his name is. So the point is Melanie Griffith is in that. I think she has to go undercover into a community of Hasidic Jews to investigate a murder. And I remember her doing the junket. She was doing the junket for that. And she was talking about the Holocaust came up. She was like, I didn't realize that 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust. That's a lot of Jews. I remember that's what she said after. I was like, that would just
it's a large number.
It's like, that's a lot of Jews. Like she waited a beat.
Just cold
that's just
indifference.
a lot of Jews. Like just this dumb interpretation.
That's like cold and that's just a cold indifferent like.
But what a bizarre plot for a movie.
Lot of Jews.
How do you get Melanie Griffith to star in that role? Yeah, it's a good fit, you know? Really? Because she still had some pull. These casting decisions, it's so whimsical and like who's hot at the moment. It's just so why take it so seriously? You know what I mean? Like, yes, work hard, have goals. Oh, look at those pennants. Is it that old A's pennant? I had that pennant.
You know what they say, Crow, you gotta work hard so you can play harder.
Yep. Yeah, this guy, I got a feeling he
won the all-country bowling championship 2 years in a row.
Oh, that's the drunk.
Yeah, he's
Look
the
at him.
ex-jock.
He's got those fucking whiskey bags under his eye. Calls that little kid a queer all day.
I think he laughs at him.
Oh, that is awful. That kid just laid a fucking egg up there.
You watch, he'll get a spare.
You watch, he'll get a spare. Come on. I'm a terrible bowler.
I love bowling.
I think it's fun. I'm not a good athlete,
I'll
Keith.
show you how it's done.
I'm not a good athlete.
Excuse me. Say, Brad, I think maybe he'll be better off doing it his way.
Well, for a guy who was lucky to be water boy in the high school team, you sure got a big mouth, Ken.
Well, I just think maybe Ricky doesn't need a bowling lesson in front of all the other kids.
He needs a man to show him.
I think he's doing just fine on his own.
You see? He's sensitive to the kid's emotional state.
Yeah.
Here you go, Ricky.
Here you go, Ricky. Just put your penis in the thumb hole.
There you go.
Now let me see it slower.
Yeah.
Do it slower.
Go in.
Sorry.
You might want to get that's pre-cum, Jimmy. You put it over the little blower here. He's gonna.
What the hell just happened there? God tarnation, it blew up the pins of the bowling alley.
I love how they just have to like, I wonder what happened.
Hey Gus, the boss wants to see you.
Okay.
Hey, the boss
I'm
wants
gonna
to
film a
see
reaction
you.
shot of, like they have to act it out like, wow, I'm really surprised by that.
Hey,
In
the
fact,
boss wants to see you. Oh, is it about me making $85,000 on my paycheck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is how he gets introduced to
He should have spread the wealth a little bit. Everybody should have made 85 grand.
Okay, yeah.
But he doesn't want the white. Well, they're all honkies, Crow.
Well, it's also
they're all hunkies.
Listen, Jack.
Listen, Jack. Cool Jackson.
I want to live back in the time when black folks used to call each other Jack. I think those were cool times.
So we go back to July 1992. We got Mistress, Mo Money.
Oh, Mo Money. Yep. Yeah, that was a Spike Lee movie.
Mom and Dad Save the World.
Oh, God.
Bebe's Kids, which I love. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, yeah. I remember, remember, hey, I got a quick story with that.
Yeah. That's why we're here. Not quick. Don't make it quick.
At Wicker Park. I was in Wicker Park when it was hip. So they should have done Real World then. Chicago should have been the third city. It should have been New York, LA, then Chicago.
Boston was good, though, dude. Boston was good.
Where they had Puck. Puck is the year of Real World that I remember the most. You remember Puck?
Hell yeah, I remember. That's the first season I remember.
I
don't remember Los Angeles, but that was season 2.
Well, he was San Francisco. You see,
I know Puck was 3, but what I'm saying is I always thought, because San Francisco is my entrant to it.
Yeah.
But I forgot that there was 2 before.
It was New York, LA, then San Francisco.
Because 3 was the first exciting one. 1 and 2 were kind of boring.
Yeah, well, they started to master the trade of it all. This was when you were successful. You had a fucking stacked bar. As a CEO, you had a stacked bar. Just trying to get some guy liquored up as you're making some huge deal. That is frowned upon. That's why it's like, hey, Madman. No, this stuff died. This died probably, I'd say, in the late 80s. I mean, people still get loaded on road trips. I certainly did when I worked at JP Morgan Chase and went on the road. I get loaded all the time. But it was... But actually doing it at work, it started getting frowned upon like mid 80s. You know, it was like you couldn't really do it anymore, you know?
Is that a young Jack Lemmon? Did they reanimate Jack Lemmon?
No. That's Robert Vaughn, who was the bad guy in Bullet.
The classic fucking wall switch.
Exactly.
The villainous fucking...
Yeah, well, he just turned into fucking young Frankenstein.
I want one of these, but when you flip the wall around, it turns into a race car bed.
See, that's why I didn't like this, because I actually kind of took Superman somewhat serious. And
well, this is a Bond gag, too.
Yeah, exactly. It's just... It didn't work for me. I mean, this movie did not work for me. This masterpiece didn't work.
Death Becomes Her, July 31st, 92.
Was that Meryl Streep?
No. Yep, Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn.
You see, that's why I confused it with the Roseanne Barr one. I knew, because I knew the comments.
Enchanted April. Three Ninjas, which I love. Raising Cain.
Oh yeah,
the movie. Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. Yeah.
Whispers in the Dark. Diggstown. Single White Females.
I'll tell you, Single White Female. Dude, there were some movies that came out this year. I mean, there's about 15 to 20 of them that are pretty damn good. Go ahead.
The Gun and Betty Lou's Handbag. Light Sleeper. Little Nemo. Rapid Fire, starring Brandon Lee. Yeah. Citizen Cone, Laws of Gravity.
Citizen Cone was with the Roy Cohn story. What's his name? He was targeted in 92. You know, what I mean, he was.
Oh yeah, wasn't he a political guy?
Oh, he's the guy who helped create Trump. His whole facade. He was also on the House for Un-American. He was what's his face's assistant, McCarthy, along with Bobby Kennedy during the whole Red Scare, the Red Scare era of DC and then Hollywood. You know, I think he was very much related to that. You know, and calling people out as communists and going out and being amoral about it, just being an absolute asshole. You know, and everyone was like, "Oh, is there any decency?"
But everybody was up on the communist thing. People weren't like, did people look at that as an amoral thing, or was that everybody was? I think universally like, yeah, fuck communism.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the reason why it got some play. But there were a lot of people who were innocent and were ruined. They were ruined. Well, the Rosenbergs were actually executed for selling the state secrets to the Russians, to the Soviets, and it turns out that they actually were innocent and they got murdered. They got killed. You know, and he just walks out scot-free. He doesn't care. I mean, to be that much of an asshole, to be that amoral, to make that decision and be like, hey, dude, you fucked up. Two innocent people. I think they might have actually been spies, but they didn't give secrets. You know, that it was I don't know. He's a bad human being, very much tied.
So did you see? I fast forwarded a little bit, so just to change topic. Ooh, he's falling down. Yeah, huh? Is he skiing down the building?
Well, yeah. Well, he lands. This is actually a good scene. We should go back to it a little bit. Go back to because they're up in like the penthouse, and right there. That should be enough. Because I think they're in the penthouse.
Well, they're up high.
Yeah, exactly.
And where they're at, they're skis.
Exactly, because there's like a fake hill.
Reading about it in an interview with him. Well, where did it come from? Same planet Superman came from.
This is actually on the roof.
Oh, that's like some Luther shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he's got that.
Why does he have a pink cape?
Superman here.
This was Elvis Presley's.
See, I know some sayings too.
Wait a minute. Now you know what happens when a planet explodes. Debris. Things floating in space.
They use the Jew laser to shoot a planet.
Or in heaven, Kryptonians.
That's Marjorie Taylor Greene back there.
Just to contact the Vulcan satellite.
Wow.
Gus,
she's
doing some thinking.
pretty crazy.
Good. That's why I keep you around.
Yeah.
They got this homely Frau Farbissina looking broad.
Oh, I know. Yeah, because isn't she supposed to be?
I feel like they wanted to utilize a lot of Bond tropes for this.
For this movie?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
like they were like, let's not go comic booky for this.
Yeah. Well, I remember actually liking this scene. You had to do voiceover for that.
See, here's where my movie starts.
Land.
Here's where my movie starts. That happens, and he lands, and his knees shoot through his thighs, and his whole pelvis and the lower part of his body rockets through his torso.
Ow.
And the impact of that, everything that's in his head, it just shoots out of the orifices in his face.
Oh.
And then his hollowed out fucking shortened corpse falls down, and then it's 45 minutes of the credits roll.
Did you see that awful satellite? Did you see that awful satellite?
No.
Let's go back about 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Look at this satellite that he's connecting to through the computer.
Oh, yeah, because he can, like, does he learn more as the movie goes on?
Yeah, hey, man. Like the stoner in a van. Hey, man. Here's a satellite going through. Actually, it's
Once
dated.
Gus contacts the Vulcan satellite, he orders it to search throughout.
The Vulcan satellite.
Yes.
Just throw a little trek in there. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Pet Sematary 2 came out in 1992.
Wow.
Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me.
Oh, yeah.
That was like finishing the series, right?
I was never a Twin Peaks guy.
You get 1.5 seasons, and then they like. So the show was supposed to be who killed, like, the death of this Laura Palmer girl.
Exactly.
And then the whole point of the show was going to be like X-Files, to where, like, the whole point of X-Files is Fox Mulder's looking for the person that he's looking for. Aliens abducted my sister. He's searching for answers, but you never find out what actually happened to his sister. You do through like evidence, but he never finds out. The show just unleashes this journey.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks was supposed to be the same way.
Yeah.
David Lynch said, like, I never wrote the show with any sort of ending. Like, it was, you were never supposed to find out who killed Laura Palmer.
Interesting.
But
Then you meet these characters.
CBS made him reveal it halfway through season 2.
It was ABC, I think.
Or whatever network.
Yeah. That show, of my age group, you were hip if you watched that show. That was a hipster show.
Because ratings started to slide, so they said, like, hey, reveal the killer.
Yep.
So he had to just create a killer because there was never supposed to be.
Wow.
And it was disappointing, and then the rest of the show was bad.
Yeah.
And then just a couple of years ago, they revived it.
Yeah.
And brought it back.
Interesting. Twin Peaks that was a very like cutting edge show when it was on. Absolutely. That was my last year of college, when that came out. That was like
Bob Roberts.
Oh, yeah. That was a right wing.
Tim Robbins.
Yep.
Made that. Giancarlo Esposito, a young fucking.
Jack Black is in that.
Ray Wise, Gore Vidal. That's like a political shit, huh?
Absolutely.
It's a shockumentary, a mockumentary satire.
Yeah. And he's a right wing populist,
Out on a limb, Blade Runner director's cut. They put that in theaters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you go see that?
Yes, I did actually.
Big Blade Runner guy.
I knew it was kind of I didn't really like it when I first saw it, but like all truly good movies, I think can actually grow on me. When I first saw Goodfellas, I was like, yeah, it's okay. And then when I saw it a second time, I realized this movie's great. Actually, like it was so good that it sort of overwhelmed me. Like my sensibilities were, but I felt the same way with that when I saw that.
Long movies I had an aversion to when I was younger. Just because you're young and you're hyper. That's why I think it's a testament to how good The Godfather was, because I never complained about how long The Godfather was. But I remember Goodfellas being the one like, yeah, it's good, but like, let's move on a little bit. Let's go.
But seeing Blade Runner was the same way in terms of when I saw it again. God, that's such an 80s, like, it's an early 80s interior design. Oh, you see, he's got kryptonite. He was able to figure out and find kryptonite. He took it through these satellite. The satellite sucked in all the kryptonite.
I got an assistant that brings me kryptonite.
Until she shows up with a bunch of kryptonite.
Little Miss Kryptonite assistant.
He shows up and gives a speech. I want to... Because he's contemplating going back.
because he's supposed to come. Oh, yeah. Is he going to like run off and become Clark? And then like, hold on, I got to go to the bathroom. And then he's Superman. And then...
Well, I mean, he's just Superman and being showing up at this event.
But you're not looking for honors and awards.
Don't they know him because he's Superboy already? Like, why is this a big deal?
So
we realize.
I tell you what, if we can go a little further into
Well, yeah, I didn't realize this was such a long fucking movie.
I want to go to the scene where he's in the bar. That I really want to see.
Do you got an idea of when it comes?
It's probably about 2/3 of the way through.
All right.
I'd say 2/3 to 75% of the way.
So did you see this thing about the aliens, the American Airlines thing?
So
there was an American Airlines flight that apparently saw a UFO, cylindrical, long, oblong object floating above them. And then American Airlines was just like, yeah, we confirmed it. And it was a UFO. But I think even now, those things are just like, it's not alien. Those are The planes that are going to be flying around in 50 years, those are the things you're seeing.
Yeah, it's guys who have
it's this shit.
Yeah, this is a total Bond trope, right? This is a total Bond trope.
It looks like a weight room with a fucking with a globe in the middle of it.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, he makes like an oil wreck happen because he wants to overwhelm Superman with all these things.
The capsizing of the ship was a big deal back in the day. The oil tanker capsizing, was a big crippler of the economy.
Well, or the oil tanker, Exxon Valdez, that was a total eco disaster.
Well, yeah, the ducks, Crocious.
It completely is that Sam Waterston? No, it's not. It's not.
Exxon Valdez fucking created.
Listen, I'm a drunk captain.
Exxon Valdez created the modern liberal and Dawn soap as we know it.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, Exxon Valdez, there was outrage over that. Although,
it was a goddamn mass oil spill.
Do you know it was a bad oil spill too? Remember that one during when Bush was president? That one in the Gulf of Mexico that literally went for 30 straight days.
Look at this. She got a leggy blonde up there on the fucking... Is she like purposely up there?
Yeah. He's trying to... Robert Vaughn's character is trying to overwhelm Superman with too many things while he does his evil stuff.
She's fucking Michelle Pfeiffering up there. Or Sharon Stone.
Yeah, or
Spread
Marilyn
Stone.
Monroe.
She's fucking Spread Stone up there on the fucking...
Look at this. Oh, yeah.
She's just like, hey.
Oh, yeah, I think she changes it.
Let me keep you from anything.
I'm not in a rush.
Who the fuck is doing ADR? I'm not in a rush.
No, I think that he's... Look at his package. I think that
Look at that. That is hilarious.
His package is right there.
Is that not him?
No, you see, this is when he becomes bad Superman.
Okay.
You see how his
He's
uniform
got stubble too.
It's a little darker. You see that's a darker uniform?
Well, it should be black. There's a black suit in the comic books.
Yeah, that would have been a real statement if he did that. It would.
Is he gonna tip it over?
I think there's like split Superman or something. There's like bad.
Oh, is
Superman.
this Bizarro?
Yeah,
Did they introduce Bizarro?
It's something. Yeah, it's sort of like that, but it's not Bizarro exactly. Yeah, I think he has to
sneakers. Hellraiser 3.
You see, he turns him into. He actually makes this thing. You see, he's controlling his mind. He's getting messed with because there's a bunch of kryptonite around, and so it's messing with his mind.
I got a boat full of kryptonite.
See, Superman does this. He actually causes it. He causes the spill because he's being controlled by the man. You see, he's doing bad things.
They're being realistic to how thick a fucking ship is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got the blood of Earth fucking spewing forth.
There we go. This is
so he's causing an oil leak.
Yes,
just blatantly
because he's gone bad. But again, I want to see him in a. I think it's
coming up a little bit. Is he celebrating the oil spill?
Yeah. He's kind of into it. You can tell he kind of likes it a little bit. You see, he's got some range in this. I'm sure he's like, the only way I do it is if I get some range in this.
About to stone cold stun this motherfucker.
So yeah, it's everyone's beating each other up because of what's going on in the world, and he's not able to solve anything.
So they've lost their faith. So everybody's being violent. What is this, Operation Dumbo Drop now?
Shit, I think we may have missed it, but I could be wrong. Let's keep it on edge because it's just a funny scene when he's in a bar. And I feel like it's going to be coming up here soon because he's going to have a crisis of conscience because he realizes what he's doing is
that
wrong.
where that happens? Oh, look at this. This is after you and me after having a bad set at fucking Beat Kitchen or something.
No, this is me after Midnight Bible School when Tina Fey. I didn't talk about those sets where I just completely bombed, scared people with my weirdness. What am I kidding?
His hair's mussed. That's when you know he's had enough. His hair's mussed.
See, he actually
and they do because at the beginning of the movie, it's like glued to his head. It's gorilla glued to his fucking hair.
Yeah.
And then as it comes, they were like, "We're gonna give you a fucking James Dean swap, dude." Someone at work, so I have to ask people's names at work.
Yeah.
And the guy goes James, and I couldn't hear him, and he goes James, like Dean. And I was just like, "Calm down, buddy."
Yeah, exactly.
His name was Dean, and he goes like James Dean, and I'm just like, "Whoa, pal."
Yeah.
More like Dean Cain.
Yeah.
You nerd. Who's he punching?
He's punching Clark Kent. He's punching his other identity.
Oh, this is the real. So it's split off. So like the secret identity is.
Well, no.
He's getting punched by pure unadulterated Superman.
Well, yeah, it is. They split. They divided into two characters. You know.
Right. Fast forward.
I have met that bar thing that's a hilarious.
That was a good one.
That's a pretty good scene.
What do you say? We go to the last 10 or whatever.
Sure. I get down there.
Yeah. This is back in the days where it wasn't 9.5 minutes of credits, so you could count on the last 10 minutes of the movie. 12:07 here.
Absolutely.
Look at that. That poster was probably the whole sell of the movie.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to carry Richard Pryor, and he's going to be like, "Whoa,
what you doing now, white man? Taking me away." You know.
So they couldn't get Kidder for a lot of this movie, huh? You were doing Cosby more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think Kidder was getting paid a lot.
So we got Wind. I'm still on the movies of 92. Captain Ron.
Yeah.
Husbands and Wives. Serafina. School Ties.
School Ties was
Brendan Fraser.
You know, yeah, and that was also Matt Damon's one of his first movies, along with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Mr. Saturday Night.
I knew Billy Crystal. That came out in like late August. Is it late August?
Yeah. South Central.
Ooh, that was like Boys.
Yeah. Last of the Mohicans and Innocent Blood.
And Last of the Mohicans was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yep.
I believe.
Innocent Blood was John Landis. Ooh, Michael Mann made Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now we're in October to December. We're closing out the year. Glengarry Glen Ross. Hero and Mighty Ducks all came out on the same day.
Wow.
Glengarry Glen Ross, Hero, and Mighty Ducks. That's a testament to how good Mighty Ducks was. It hung with Glengarry Glen Ross.
Glengarry Glen Ross, that was the last date I ever had with Amanda Ripp. We saw that movie and I liked it and she
Here's
didn't
the
like
cover.
it. That was the end of our relationship. She didn't like it. Because I really like Glengarry Glen. It's got a very visceral male dialogue. It was really grating to her.
Mr. Baseball.
Ugh.
Yeah. I hate that. That was one that was a movie that would be on like at 2 p.m. on WGN.
Was that
on
like
a Saturday?
Tom Selleck?
Tom Selleck. He has to go play baseball in Japan.
Oh God!
Because you know how funny Japanese are.
Yeah, that was they still like that was still like a
Frank Thomas is in that. Of Mice and Men, Running Mates.
Well, Mice and Men is
Gary Sinise.
Yep, that was
John Malkovich.
Yep.
Malkovich. A River Runs Through It.
That was one of Brad Pitt's first movies.
Bob Redford. Under Siege, Candyman.
Oh, Under Siege. I saw Candyman at the Davis.
Oh, yeah?
Candyman's good.
Candyman is good.
Didn't they remake it? Didn't Jordan Peele's group remake that?
Yeah. Maybe. I think it's a show.
Was it? Has it been released?
Let's look.
Because I thought the preview actually, I was like, this actually looks okay. There was a suspense to it, I thought.
It's a black guy with a hook.
You know?
That's the hook.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a black guy with a hook.
He just turns it into a diamond.
And isn't it Cabrini Green?
Yeah, absolutely. He turns it into a diamond.
The film came to fruition after a chance meeting between Rose and Clive Barker, who completed his own film adaptation of Nightbreed. Rose expressed interest in Baker's story, The Forbidden, and Baker agreed to license the rights. Where Baker's story revolved around the themes of the British class system in contemporary Liverpool, Rose chose to refit the story to Cabrini Green's public housing development in Chicago, and instead focus on the themes of race and social class in the inner city.
Well, I mean, race was... Candyman's actually an okay movie.
It's going to come out August of this year. The Candyman is going to be re-released. A spiritual sequel.
Interesting. Well, what do they say about it? I'm curious, like plot line. Is it going to be just like, is it going to be a true
for as
remake,
long as the residents can remember, the housing project of Cabrini Green were terrorized by word of mouth ghost story and a supernatural killer with a hook for a hand, easily summoned by the hand of those anxious to maintain. I don't want to like read the whole thing.
Yeah.
A visual artist named Anthony McCoy and his girlfriend, an art gallery director named Brianna Cartwright. Has to have a successful black man in it.
Again, like the rom-coms.
Two very rich black people encounter a hook-handed fucking white guy. Moved into a luxurious condo in Cabrini, now gentrified beyond recognition and inhabited by the upwardly mobile millennials. With Anthony's painting career on the brink of stalling, a chance encounter with a Cabrini Green old-timer exposes Anthony to a tragically horrific nature of the true story behind the Candyman. Anxious to maintain his status in the Chicago art world, Anthony begins to explore these macabre details in his studio as fresh grist for paintings. Unknowingly opening a door to a complex past that unravels his own sanity and unleashes a gratifyingly... This sounds like every Jordan Peele movie that's been made into one movie.
Of course, exactly. You know, it's so yeah, this is the end. I think he Does he go?
I'll get my things.
Is he gonna leave her? Is he just gonna fly away?
I was talking to Superman the other day. You know, he and I, well, we talk a lot, and
He would like you to lose a little weight.
sadly about you having to pawn your diamond.
You know, your body issues. I want to.
Well, he found this one just lying around, and he wanted you to have this.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Wow, a ring from Superman.
Do I finally have a daddy?
Oh, it's okay. I get it.
He's a klutz when he's got his glasses on.
So are they gonna like get married?
See,
this
guy is like a major character.
Old Brad.
He's got a lot of.
Son of a bitch.
Old Bob Keane coming in.
Can't I hate you? I've always hated you. You know why? No. Because you're nice. You're really nice guys. Finish.
That whole thing.
They should have had him punch Clark and have his fucking wrist go through his forearm.
And just like, like compound fracture.
Like over the top.
See? He did that. Got rid of him that way.
Lois, I've got to hand it to you.
Look at that Cardinals, that St. Louis Cardinals pennant. God, the pennant was still a thing into the 80s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pennant was a thing. Lois, she's literally in this.
She's only in the office scenes.
Yeah, literally, and I think she's.
I think they had her for a day. They had her for a day.
You rode on the Clash
If
reunion?
you look at her, she's been tanning, man. She's just like, man.
And fascinating.
You look at her, she's totally tanned up.
Little girl back home.
Oh yeah, she's fucking. She looks like a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's been in the
What is she
booth
escorting?
somewhere.
Is she fucking sirening Macho Man to the ring at WrestleMania 3? Holy shit!
I know. It's take your mouth out of the fucking,
Take your mouth.
The Cheetos
Lana
bag.
is in the city now.
Like your sparkler.
Like your sparkler.
Couldn't believe it when Clark gave it to me.
You see?
Clark gave it to you?
Yes, we fuck.
Look at her. She looks like Mrs. Robinson from fucking.
I got for you.
She went away.
Graduate.
She went away and aged 10 years.
Yeah, she's smoking doing a lot of coke with Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah,
she did a lot of coke. I got a feeling.
Yeah,
you know?
off the script.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think
that's probably why they had to rewrite it, because they just chopped up the lines too much.
I can't see this line.
Yeah.
You're out. Yeah, this scene's out. You know? Yeah, is it white out or coke? I can't tell.
Is that setting up the Toy Man or something like that?
Who the fuck knows? Hey, oh yeah,
they're gonna lean the Pisa Tower.
Yeah, back exactly. That's the gag. Which that's totally a trope from a Bond movie. You're totally right, dude. It's totally a trope from a Bond movie. There was always like the gag, like he'd come back and.
I just made the statue. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, it'll be great. It's like. I want to see how his reaction. He's got to be like an Italian temper. He breaks it probably. And the old man is like shrugs his shoulders or something, right? It's got to happen.
Era tu Mussolini.
Giorgio, per favore. E grazie.
You know, that's kind of funny when he did that.
And then that Italian committed suicide because that was his only inventory.
Look at this. I remember that planet looking kind of cool. Like, whoa, that's good resolution.
Yeah,
it's good color in that. I remember thinking that.
Well, that's it. That's the movie, and that's the episode.
Thank you for indulging me by watching that, because I kind of wanted to watch it. We watch it the right way. We didn't watch the whole thing because it's too bad. It's too awful to watch.
It's like 3 hours long.
I know. Yeah, they made it.
They
long.
really went overboard for this. For them being upset at Richard Donner for taking too long in the second one, they sure were like, let's let Richard Lester do his magnificent vision in the third one.
If we can just check this out, as I always ask the question. How much money did this movie make?
Let's close out on that.
I think, yeah. How much money did this? I have a feeling it probably cost.
We've been doing this for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we didn't finish the movies of 1992. That's how many fucking movies came out.
Well, because it sparked so many memories. You know,
$39 million it cost, and it made 80.
God, it cost 30. That's a lot of money back then.
Well, I mean, that gag at the beginning alone was 4.5.
John Williams did the music. It's
for all of these, they get him for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a normal sneeze, not a COVID sneeze.
Yeah, well, here we go. It's time for you know what time it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Say your goodbyes. How do you feel about it?
Man, good
anything
show.
to plug?
No, man, nothing. I'm just, doing my thing. Still doing the script.
Twitter and Facebook. He's at Insecure Comic on Twitter. I'm Keith Pazel, KEITHPAESEL.
Yep.
We're on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Follow the YouTube channel. This is Keith Pazel.
Yeah.
Also, keithpazel.com/TIKPP for this podcast and keithpazel.com/feeds for the feeds to everywhere. But yeah, we'll see you next week. We love you guys. Thank you for watching.
A lot of fun.